Sorry, run into some technical difficulties. Um, not on the streaming PC, on my laptop, which I use to monitor streaming, monitor the stream and check up on stuff. Come on, don't crash it again. Yeah, no, it's 100% on me though. I have way too many tabs open. No longer, because I lost the large majority of them, but I did save them. I got a program specifically for that, since that has happened before, which is not great. That definitely made me very not happy, which is why I got an add-on to save all my tabs in case Opera crashed like that again. But it's all good now. Stream is up, looking good. So, guys, what's going on? How's it going? Hope everything's going well. Just doing this short stream. Yeah, I'm just doing this short stream before Penacony, because I wanna prep a little bit for it, and I wanna finish up some stuff, so my overall mission list is less busy. So that's sort of what this stream is all about. Just hanging out, doing some stuff, and then talking about Penacony predictions, and also going over White Knight, because I did see that, depending on the language. Oh, hold on, go mute. Sorry, need to blow some cat hair off the mic, because the cat fucking rammed it over yesterday. Yeah, I really need a pop filter for it. Yeah, he knocked it over last night when I was putting it with my boy, Logan. But yeah, as far as Starro goes, right, I was talking about White Knight in other languages. There's different translations for the lyrics, so we're gonna look at that as well. But getting into it, let's go over here. Sure, let's teleport. I've not checked the message, which means I should be safe from accidentally doing Penacony or anything until that happens, I'm pretty sure. I also should move my keyboard down to my left. Go. Nice. Now I messed that up. Oh man, I'm a fucking mess. Okay. Again, most of the stuff I'm doing won't be new for you guys. It's just stuff that I haven't done and didn't do because I was like, should I do this on stream? I'm gonna check the guest book. Welcome new friends to the Astro Express. Hold on tight and Stacy, the conductor, pom pom. So yeah, it's talking about how, like, yeah, you can see everyone who's checked in, you've talked to. So you got Silver Wolf. The Express is great across the board. Just lacks a nice and cozy place to game in peace. How about I sponsor the creation of such a space? We're all friends after all. Chance to meet this visitor. Yep. Arlen. From a general glance, the security of the Express shows room for improvement. Okay, yeah, I think this is everything when you first talk to them, which I think I already have done for most of them on stream, but I'll look over it, right? I'll read over it. Yeah, it's cool that they did this. It's nice that you can check and look at, go, hello. Right, that was your dialogue. With the picture of them, of course. Yeah, thanks, Brunia. Butterflies. Always be striving forward. Yep, survived considering going on the Express. Decided to stay in Bellabog for a while. Thanks, Jeppy. Yep. Natasha / Raven. Hey, Clara. Witness me. You little critters like Numby aboard. Right, she has like, what, hundreds of pets on her private jet? Also, departed. Wait, what? He's the first one who's had that, right? Departed. Lacha? Is that some extra lore? Satisfaction enough. Feathers and parts. Find it. Or is it because I don't have him? No, I don't have Wowo. Weird. Departed. Does that mean he was a nameless in the past? I'm not sure. That's interesting that only he out of everyone here has that. Yeah, that's so strange that... And I don't have Jingliu. I don't know if she shows up at any point. But I wonder if that says it just because it's like, oh, he's... well, Cha's in jail in the Lafu along with Jingliu, right? Until they meet the Ten Lords Commission. And talk with, like, the judges and all that sort of stuff. Right? Is it Ten Lords Commission? No, well, with the judges, right? Basically, it was like, oh, we have to get to the judges, convince them of our plan using us, you know, kill abundance. So strange. That's, very interesting, though. I mean, that is true. Yeah, that's true, Yenching. You're pretty good. You've been good for a while. Not the best, but pretty good. Sissy removing spirits. Madame Jouy and Madame Hanya. Right, they're not all here, are they? Oh. Mr. Tail. Hey, Ron, man. Dr. Ratio. I'm not seeing anyone showing up right here. Okay, well, let's check what that achievement name was. Early entrance. Okay, let's grab some of the others that are up. And then there's a few out in the world, which, yeah. Right, for this one, we're just gonna go over here and talk to the guy. This is like a whole like gameplay off-stream thing that I'll do. Because it doesn't really have story relevance. It's just like, do some little challenges. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll do that off stream. Get some more Stellar Jades, right? Because I do need them. if every character that I really want I go for, I'm gonna need them a lot. Oh man, I can really tell. Switching because my boot SSD was running out of space, so I moved it to the hard drive, and you can definitely feel that. I'm sorry, I apologize. Need to upgrade it in the future. Anything I can do for you? Investigation of the realm keeping commission. A few citizens have found a strange phenomenon. similar to Cloud Hymn magic and alchemy conditioned in Skelgorge Waterscape, even encountering invisible monsters inside these mirages. From the statements of the witnesses, we have come to several conclusions regarding the incident. The phenomenon and the monsters appeared simultaneously. When the mirage was gone, so did the food brought by the Starskiff. As the phenomenon is similar to Vidyardhara magic, the orderlies can use echoes to detect the location of the invisible monsters in the area. The exact principles behind this are not yet known. Part about food is really concerning. Indeed, it's hard to imagine that food is the reason of the phenomenon's appearance. How do the monsters appear? There are always monsters around where Cloud Hymn magic appears. We have no clue about the reason. Let's look into it now. Please come with me. I'll take you to the scene where an invisible monster is found. Sorry, buddy, not right now. But yep, I'll do that for my extra little stellar jades. I will. I promise you that. Yeah, just talking to him. Figured I'll grab that. Then let's go over here, and then yeah, we have 2 there, and I'll check through the map for any others. But we'll tackle them one at a time. And they, again, I can't imagine it would take super long, right? Maybe 10 to 20 minutes max. Yeah, definitely noticing this hard drive issue though. Oh boy. I mean, part of it is that I should probably also get rid of a little more, make a little more space. I have about 200 gigs open, but still. And I have looked at getting SSD and SSD enclosure, but that is quite expensive together, like 230 bucks for both combined, and it's like, might look into it, but it also might be one of those things like, no, that's just upgrade the motherboard. But the SSD in there, you know, is part of that whole upgrade process. I need to do that though. But yeah, ask you to be patient with me until I can, and with the loading time specifically. You must be Trailblazer, right? I've heard a lot about you. I'm Wenwen, a specialist from Heron Express. That's me. You've got the wrong person. I believe GQE has told you that many Heron Express cargo have been lost in transit. Heron Express wants to commission you to go to the place where these goods were lost and search for them with side cranes from a high vantage point. That would be much more efficient than getting people to manually look for it with just eyes. Oh, it's so similar to the Foxian Garden, right? Those places are complicated in topography and not very safe. You might encounter some dangers along the way. If you're ready, we'll go ahead and move out. What am I here to do again? Sure, let's go. What an honor to be able to work along Mr. Trailblazer. Okay, this is another challenge thing. Okay, I'll leave it then. Right, I wasn't sure if it was or not. I didn't check. But, I mean, yeah, what is that? 60? Yeah, 60 each one. So, a little over 2 bowls. Doing both. And let's stop navigating that. Also, this, very neat. Very cool. I like this a lot. I think this is very good. Anyway, let me look at, map. Starro map. I'm gonna go through each area. I think, if I remember, the only ones were on the Shinjo, but just going through and checking. Tell me if I missed it. Blue marker. Well, I'm okay. Did that. Yeah. I need to do those challenges. Like I said, I'll do them off stream. Probably sometime next week. It's not like hugely urgent for me. Almost through. Yorillo 6. That's 06. Now let's check the Shinjo. There's 2 at Central. So there, Stargazer. Also don't see any Exalting, and then one Exalting. Okay. Central, Exalting. Oh, and that's different, isn't that? Poetic Genius and Genius. No, it's the same. Okay, I was just checking if it was the same color. Then that's a daily mission, right? Yeah. Over here. So we have 3 to do. Okay. At least so far. Oh, right, that's the temporary access. Yeah, I was doing that a little bit, as you could see. I should do some more. Farming for traces. Okay, let's do Central Starskip first, since this is right here. And then we'll do Zoltine mission over there. Hello, Todd. Ah, there are traces of history everywhere you look aboard Xianzhou. But Xianzhou natives don't even know these things' true value. What's with all the sign? The Xianzhou natives don't even know its true value. Sigh. You wouldn't get it even if I told you. Your outfit, are you an outworlder too? Then I guess we can talk a little about it. The Xianzhou natives are different from us. Ask any of them and you'll find they've lived for centuries. What we outworlders consider ancient history is actually just a childhood memory for them. This means the study of history on Xianzhou is completely different from what we consider as history. Or put simply, they lack respect for the past. Archaeologists often speculate on the past by studying utensils and inscriptions from antiquity. But on Xianzhou, everything is perpetually being upgraded. They simply chuck out centuries-old antiques. It's just awful. Oh, you're also a keen student of Xianzhou history. Apologies, I haven't even introduced myself yet. I'm Todd, from the Intelligentsia Guild. We can discuss things a little more if you're interested in Xianzhou history. Yeah. Just a casual chat. Chat? Alright, I can use a break now anyway. Besides, chatting with different people about Xianzhou also forms part of my research. Also, right, part of Dr. Ratio's group, Intelligentsia Guild. What does the Intelligentsia Guild do? I may be a student there, but my opinion of the Intelligentsia Guild is bound to be biased, so take this with a grain of salt. But simply, the Intelligentsia Guild is an academic organization in symbiosis with the International Peace Corporation. Our motto is, all knowledge must be circulated as freely as currency. Our scholars traverse the universe collecting all knowledge of value and trading learnings with other scholars in the hope of attaining priceless wisdom. It's hard to explain, but basically all you need to know is that we're a group that trades knowledge to gain true wisdom. Don't the Xianzhou natives research history? It's not that they don't study it, it's just that what they call history is a completely different concept from what our short-lived species consider to be history. It's a simple concept. Would you consider the abandoned theater that used to visit as a child as some kind of archaeological ruin? What we consider to be ancient history is merely a childhood memory for the long-lived Xianzhou natives. That's why the Xianzhou natives don't really value their own cultural relics, just as we don't really care about dilapidated buildings back home. They also don't really get the concept of written history, because history still lives within their memories. But everything must come to an eventual end one day, and the Xianzhou natives are no exception. As a student of the Intelligentsia Guild, how can I sit idly by? They don't care, but I do. So I'm here to record the magnificence of our cosmos' history. I mean, that's noble enough, right? That's pretty good. Sorry. I get what he's saying, right? Like, to them, history is like, oh, it's thousands of years ago versus hundreds or 100, right? What's your purpose behind doing all of this? You sound just like one of my tutors. That reminds me of school and having to find a practical purpose for every academic topic I wanted to write about. But of course, it's useful to study the history of Xianzhou. After all, we all know that the secret of immortality lies hidden somewhere here. The Xianzhou natives might be able to keep their secret, but history shall never be kept silent. So long as we can piece together enough clues from the rubble and scraps around us, perhaps it will lead us to finding that legendary secret here in Xianzhou. That's all I can see you're busy. What ways here are interested in historical, well, it could be a whole. You're a workaholic just like me. I'm either swamped by primary sources or right around everywhere in Xianzhou for research purposes. With my hectic schedule, it's a miracle that I ever find time like this to rest. The Intelligentsia Guild will each trades knowledge for knowledge, and that's our guiding principle. You'd better prepare something interesting for me. So, what can I do for you today? What are you doing here and looking around like this? Oh, it's you, Trailblazer. I'm looking for an assistant. Someone familiar with the local situation. Friendly, well-educated, a capable adventurer, an outworlder. All these qualities must be present to help me finish my research project on Xianzhou. Whoa, you need that many assistants? Are you looking for an assistant with the protagonist of a story? You think I'm asking for too much? These are just the basic requirements for an assistant when it comes to the guild's research. We scholars from the Intelligentsia Guild must deeply penetrate into alien civilizations and win their trust, while also braving any natural disasters we may encounter. It's as dangerous as being a nameless. See? Now there's a Stellaron causing calamity here. My plans to research the medical history of the Xianzhou just went down the drain. The locals originally gave approval for me to enter the Alchemy Commission, browse medical texts, and exchange research findings with others, but they kept delaying my visit. Xianzhou residents might be able to afford the wait, but my old bones simply can't. A lot has happened in the Alchemy Commission. Cloud Knights are already imposing a curfew over there. What? That won't do. Wait, I've been looking everywhere, but you seem to know a lot about what's happening inside the Alchemy Commission. I heard that the General of the Lafu invited some Outworlders to get involved in their eternal affairs in a rare turn of events. Could you be one of those people? What luck! Trailblazer, are you interested in becoming my assistant? I don't meet your requirements, though. Please go find someone else. Why don't you want Xianzhou locals? My child, all these long-life species are the same. I've been in the Xianzhou for a year already. They keep taking me to tourist spots and make me drink terrible beverages. Oh, what is it, Mung tea, right? That has an interesting flavor. I don't plan to share the secrets of their past with me. Even the application to the Alchemy Commission was only granted after painstaking networking. But you are different. You are chosen by the General and can go into many secret places, unlike normal visitors. But I've got other things to do. What exactly do I need to do? Don't worry, we'll start with running an errand, the most simple task of all. I want to ask you to go to the Alchemy Commission and pick up some research materials. It won't take too long. Please help a fellow Outworlder, young man. Okay. Say, I need a Xianzhou medical textbook called the Compendium of Remedies. Could you please head over to the Alchemy Commission and bring it to me? There is no approval. Did you want me to steal the book? These medical textbooks are the Alchemy Commission secrets, no? How are these books secrets? They're just references that alchemists can browse at any time. Besides, they agreed to let me borrow it. The Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist approved my request when I met her. Oh, the one who was, abundance, yeah. According to the Guild's creed, knowledge should be exchanged with an equally valuable piece of knowledge. I gave her a copy of an ancient text. She gives me a prescription the Guild had never seen. Go, I'll give you the approval documents. Don't let an old man like me wait too long. At my age, arthritis is a veritable torment. Okay, don't you worry, old man. let's go over and grab it. Unless we already have it? Or no, it didn't navigate. Priorities. Yep, TB on over. I mean, that was faster, right? There's just one where it's really slow. And it's like, yeah, the Alchemy Commission. Powered healer. I got asked to leave before I even finished writing the prescription. Exasperated alchemist. It can't be helped. It's a mess everywhere. Hello, how can I help you? I asked to borrow the textbook from them. Compendium of Remedies? Or Compendium of Remedies. I remember looking at a prescription in it 2 days ago. You're close. Are you an outworlder here for treatment? Why do you want that book? Are you trying to write prescriptions for yourself? How preposterous. Since you're already here, a healer will attend to you sooner or later. You can't treat yourself with a medical textbook. Recount Todd's request. The Intelligentsia Guild's application to borrow textbooks. I think I've heard about this. With the commissioning chaos, all of our colleagues are being interrogated by the Cloud Knights. I don't think anyone would know about the request you're talking about. However, the new chief alchemist, Lady Yulo, might be able to help you. I think she's somewhere around here. You can try asking her. It's best to ask the chief alchemist about important businesses such as outsiders borrowing our medical texts. Well, okay. Okay then. Snowboard on down. I mean, it makes sense. The whole situation going on. To be on over. Hey, hello. Hi, how can I help you? Recount Todd's request. Compendium of Remedies. The Intelligentsia Guild's application. I see. It was something Lady Dan Chu approved when she still held the post. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't call her lady anymore. I don't want to change her policies, but you must have heard about her crimes, right? Cloud Knights are being thoroughly investigating the commission. Even our day-to-day job as healers are being affected. So it's not going to work? Alright, I'll go and decline Todd's offer. I don't think Dan Chu's crime should influence the academic work being carried out in the commission. But rules are rules. After what happened in the Alchemy Commission, everything has to be reapproved. I just came back from a foreign business trip myself. The Alchemy Commission had experienced a huge upheaval and armed conflict. Everything is a mess. So many books have been displaced from the bookshelves. I even saw some books hanging off trees. Yulo smiles at you. Thanks. I still need to continue making inventory. If there's nothing else, let's talk another time. Okay, well, let's go looking around. It's right over there. Okay. Let's grab that. Alright, I keep forgetting that fucking door is blocked all the way over there. And just walk over there for now. Bye bye. Don't have time for you. Oh. Insurance payout B. Are you the claim specialist from Heron Express? But you're closed. Why do I feel like you're an outworlder? Did I get the wrong person? What's a claim specialist? What did outworlders ever do to you? They're Heron Express staff that specifically manage shipping incidents and provide after-sale support. Cloud Knights said it's not safe around here and that I should stay at home for a few days, but I still haven't memorized my medical textbooks, so I spent a hefty sum to have Heron Express deliver the books from the Alchemy Commission to my home. But that Psycrim kept writing into walls and trees before it even left the Alchemy Commission. I'm so angry. I watched helplessly as my books fell from the sky. Oh, my textbooks, my precious textbooks. If Heron Express doesn't pay me $1 million or two, we'll never hear the end of it from me. As in where the textbooks are. You're looking for the Compendium of Remedies? Lucky for you, I do have one of the volumes. But with the shipping incident, that book ended up in a tree. You can find it, then it's yours. I recorded the incident anyways. Heron Express's specialists just aren't coming, huh? Sure have guts. Seems like I have to visit them myself. Okay, well, seems like we found it already. Guess we'll check if we did. Yeah, how do we get down? This is an ordinary tree. You can somehow hear the sound of flipping pages as wind blows through the leaves. You carefully search the tree for the source of the sound and find a book hanging on the branches. Singing gives off a crude sense of beauty. Could this be the textbook that Yulo mentioned? You decide to. Take a deep breath and kick the tree. Jump up and reach for the branch. Hit the tree with your weapon. No one is watching. Jump up and reach. You jump as high as you can and lift your arms to try and reach the branch. Time stops the moment your feet leave the ground. You're concerned that you might reach something you shouldn't touch, such as a bird nest or a beehive. As you ponder about this, a book falls from the tree. Part 2. Okay, so we need both parts. A Shinjo medical compendium compiled by the Alchemy Commission includes prescriptions to many decoctions and been listed in the required reading for new recruits to the Alchemy Commission list. Memorize these. You will be tested on them. Let's go grab the other one then. Don't shoot at me, I know you just tried to. I mean, tree? The boxes are more empty than the wallets of the outworlder tourists. The kind of tourists who would believe the ads about a centuries-old establishment having an anniversary sale in Starscape Haven. The Companion of Remedies isn't here. Should check somewhere else. From the minute traces of oil stain at the creases, you think this place might have been used to store food, freshly dug medical ingredients. It is a positive disaster to keep books here. Thankfully, the books were not damaged. Many of Remedies isn't here. Should check somewhere else. Alright, we have to go over here. We have a pretty small area. So, or is it just... That is not available. Oh, it's in there. Okay. People talk about shooting fish in a barrel, but never about getting books out of one. You're lucky to encounter such a rare occurrence. Today, your happiness came from books. You found one of the volumes of the Companion of Remedies. Nice. Oh, I should check. Quests. Okay, it's just put that in there. Let's go back, tell them the good news, and then probably do the next quest, right? That would make sense to me. Considering this is just a quick fetch quest, essentially. That him? That's someone else. I got the textbook. Really? Let me see. God starts reading on the spot. It looks like the prescription she gave does exist in the book, but what about the ingredients in it? What are you researching, that's all? I want to find out whether the prescription the last chief alchemist gave me is genuine. After all, I gave her a copy of Theories on Returning from the Underworld, which is an invaluable ancient text. Of course, I need to see how good her returning gift is. That woman's gift always contained evil intent. Don't worry, she is skilled in pharmacology. Just make this medicine and ingest it to find out. I wouldn't say evil intent, but misguided, right? Because she was basically talking about like, oh yeah, on the Shinjo, if you're born with like disability, yeah, sure, disability. If you're born with a disability, it's just permanent, and you can't really do anything about it. You can't get like cybernetics or anything like that. It doesn't really work. And so she's like, oh yeah, I'm basically blind. So you know, cool. And it's like, yeah, I get it, right? That does suck to have to live hundreds to thousands of years with a condition that you can never solve. Oh, she's treated you before. This prescription is recorded in the medical textbooks, but there's an extra ingredient. The prescription didn't say what this ingredient is or where it's from. It's just called Divine Aurate Twig. Is this the name of a common medicine in Xianzhou? Trailblazer, what do you think? I'm guessing it's a twig from the bodies of the Mara struck. I don't know either. The Mara struck? Why would Xianzhou natives use such odd stuff in their medicines? God looks at you, puzzled, side-eyeing like, but it does make sense. I've seen these monsters with branches on their bodies. Looks like we've got another mission. Trailblazer, bring me a sample of this ingredient. It shouldn't be too hard for you, right? Trailblazer, old Todd can only rely on you now. If I can't figure out this key issue, that means my net gain would be 0 from this exchange of knowledge. Now go, and I will pay you handsomely. I mean, can we just give him? Okay, now we have to go back to ask again. More fetch quest. Please don't be rule 3, please. Aeon of View. What in the world is going on? Why are things in such a mess? Didn't even get to meet anyone I knew when I got back, and I just got promoted to chief alchemist all of a sudden. Congratulations. What exactly is going on? Thanks. Hey, what brings you here? Pre-read books? I'm okay right now. And true life is unpredictable. Collect. Learn alchemist? No, Warlord. How can I help you? If you are after treatment, please go to the healer's market and make a booking. Ask about the Aurate Twig. The healer selling looks very nervous. Where'd you hear that name? Tell a lie, the medical textbooks. Tell the truth. Don Shu's prescription. I never thought the Master Primus gifted this prescription to the guild. How surprising. It's a pity that the shorefly species would never understand the secrets behind this ingredient. Let me tell you the truth. This is nothing less than the overgrowth on the bodies of Mara-struck Xianzhou natives. You cannot obtain this ingredient without killing Xianzhou humans. You sure know a lot about this. Are you a remnant of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? The Master Primus was martyred, and the disciples all scattered. I had no choice but to hide as well. I can pretend this never happened today, but if you don't want the Cloud Knights or the Ten Lords Commission giving you trouble, you better leave right now. Otherwise, I can't make any promises. Sorry, I work for the deceit of divine foresight. You scoundrel! Oh, well, I guess we're getting our twig from fighting him. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna pause him, so, you know, put the buffs up, but that's alright. Why? I have no clue why for AoE they target not just the middle guy. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, what? Why? Like, sure, they both died here, but it's also like, why him? I don't know. Maybe just targets whoever has the most HP. Eerie Twig. A branch that exudes an eerie aura. It is a rare ingredient in some prescriptions. Does this really have medicinal use? Come across many curio packages, but none of them is like the one before you. Trembles slightly like an abandoned puppy on a rainy day. If you don't come closer, it seems to be talking to you while shivering. Why are you shivering? Fine, I won't come any closer. Did you eat things that had gone bad? Why are you trembling? You ask in your mind. I'm okay. The package tries its best to look fine, but its violent trembling reveals its anxiety. It's just a phone, the package explains in a feeble voice while backing away slightly. You feel that it is hiding something. What could be inside? Perhaps it contains a clock on a bomb, a poor animal, or something even more mysterious. When you're engrossing your thoughts, the package starts shaking vigorously before it stops moving. Horrified, your heightened curiosity dissipates all at once. No matter what's inside, best that you stay away from the package and stop thinking about opening it. Well, that's... Okay. weird things go on in Star Rail. Don't question it. The Riddlers. Riddle me this, Batman. You got what you want. Thank you for your hard work. Fascinating. This thing does look similar to twigs, but its veins shine with a golden light. Its mysteries must be related to the Shenzhou natives' legends. Scholar Bernini will be so jealous when she finds out what I've learned here. That makes the eerie twig into a specimen. Okay. Well, he's not using himself, but that's nice. We don't have a lot of tools available to me here, but the guild's research finally has some progress after a long delay. Thank you, Trailblazer. You are touching upon the Shenzhou's forbidden secrets. You're not afraid of me reporting you. Now it's time to talk about payment. What forbidden secrets? I don't seek medicines to grant immortality, and don't wish to become long-life species. What forbidden secrets am I unveiling? What crime is it to collect a small twig that could have come from anywhere? Besides, you gave me this twig yourself. You've helped me so much, and I'm definitely not a stingy person. Apart from tangible cash, I will also provide the most common reward in the Intelligentsia Guild, that of knowledge. After all, knowledge is worth more than gold. I will share with you all the information I gained from this project. Take this manuscript and keep it safe. I'll come find you again, young one, if I need to conduct more research. Okay. That wasn't too bad, right? I got a little worried. I did get a little worried when it was like, hold on a second. Yes, okay. I got a little worried for a second there when it was like, oh boy, please don't let this be like 8 times we do a fetch quest for this guy, but no, it was pretty short. But, let's talk these people, see what's going on. Did you steal my fondest red sheep? Don't make a scene here, or I'll sue you for slander at the Realm Keeping Commission. If you didn't steal my fondest red sheep, why are there suddenly so many lamb dishes on your shop's menu? It's the season when the puffer goats are ready. I've purchased lots of premium puffer goats, which explains why there are so many goat dishes at my place. Also, there are plenty of restaurants on the LaFu that offer lamb dishes. Why do you only look for my trouble? Their lamb doesn't taste as good as yours. I find it hard to believe you only use ordinary puffer goat meat in your food. I'm trying to find out the secret recipe. For the Garden of the Gourmet's prestige, we'll never use stray sheep from unknown sources as an ingredient for our food. It's not a stray sheep, it's the fondest red sheep. I don't care what it's called, because it's not my business. Just stop causing trouble here, you nutcase. Hi. What's going on? Alas, my poor fondest red sheep. They didn't even get to enjoy much freedom after leaving the harsh pen. Oh, Aeon of Abundance who spares us from suffering. Please don't forfeit my merit for this. Aeon of Abundance, huh? Aeon of Abundance? Are you the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Shh, can you keep your voice low? I'm just an outworlder who lives here and keeps to myself. I have nothing to do with the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Greetings, my name is Benna. I like to set animals free with some of my outworlder friends when I have the time. Let me make it clear that I'm different from those evil people who kill and steal in the name of abundance. On the contrary, my friends are practicing the virtuous side of abundance with our actions. Why are you bothering Gao Tong then? Or Tang? Gao Tong? I'm not sure. Sorry. It's because the fondest red sheep I released have gone missing. The lovely sheep with crimson wool is an endangered species in their home, so I spent a fortune to buy a herd of them, thinking of releasing them in the Scalgorge waterscape. But when I went back home to check on them, I realized they were all gone. Alas, it would be great if an expert investigator could suddenly show up here. I wish an investigator would be generous and willing to help kind people like us gratuitously. Ah, you are not being subtle. That's me. Pay me and I'll help you. Could you help me find the truth behind the disappearance of the fondest red sheep? I knew you were a kind soul the first time I met you. But my help isn't gratuitous. About the pay. That's so mercenary of you. When I released the sheep, I never thought of asking them for my money back. You should know that by helping me, you're helping those missing sheep too. That will earn you merit with the Aeon of Abundance. You will in good health and have great luck in the future. That's right. Money is the only reward I want. What's merit? Can you eat it? Fine, I get it. Both sheep and humans have to eat well to survive. Since someone is willing to give up merits in exchange for cold hard credits, I will fulfill his wish. Let's exchange numbers to keep in touch. As I have other business to manage, I'll leave the False Red Sheep case to you. Let's meet at the Alchemy Commission to discuss updates on the investigation. Okay, go to Rome Keeping Commission, borrow editing. Oh, right. Track it. See. Issue ferocity. Ah, it's right next to the other. West. Yeah, I'm cool with doing these. Yeah, no, it'll be a shorter stream overall. Probably an hour and a half. Based off of what I'm seeing now, maybe a little longer. Okay, I was fucking running the wrong way. I'm fucking stupid. Don't worry about it. Sorry, buddy, not yet, but soon I will talk with you. I have to fucking find a sheep. What brings you to the Rome Commission today? I'd like to borrow a dating. You mind telling us the purpose of your loan? Dating is forensic equipment. By right, it can't be lent to civilians. You talked about Benna and the matter of the whatever red sheep. After listening to you, Jingyang heaves out a meaningful sigh. It happens again. You can borrow this dating. You have to submit your result to us after you complete your investigation. Thank you so much. Is there a problem? I'm not sure. Why don't you check off the situation first? Just drop me a line if there is a problem. Please be careful though. I know you can probably deal with any danger with your combat skills. Fair enough. Maybe over here. The Riddlers. The Goons. They would add the Gooners in Star Rail one day. Yeah, this is still a cool area. According to Ben, this is where the released sheep went missing. Let me use the dating to search for clues in this area. Footprints. They seem to belong to an animal. I think there's more than one pair. Let's follow the footprints for clues. Function. Okay. To the left. Good job, cheating. I see a group of fucking doggos over there. A wolf? Does it even exist in Skill Gorge Waterscape? Let me check it out. You are simply a walking, moving lunch. A pack of wolves watches you hungrily. They are hungry. No, I don't taste good. Go eat that dating. Get ready for battle. Yeah, we're not giving up, doggo. There, one, and two. And I'll do the manual since it might be a little bit faster. But that's gonna actually advance you. Yeah. Of course. Look at assholes. Die. Yes. Doesn't take you a lot of effort to finish off the hungry wolves. As you are about to check their carcasses, a graceful but sarcastic female voice comes from behind you. Do you set us up? Oh no, you killed them. What shall we do? I can't feed myself to them, right? They attacked me first. You impose a fine on me next.
Indeed, nature doesn't dictate who is born to be the prey, but you could have spared their lives. Humans are intelligent because we can decide how much violence to use based on the situation. Let me introduce myself. My friends in the Lafu call me Zhang Shan, or Zhang Shen. Those who are closer to me also call me Zhang Shen Shen. My friend, you may not be aware that you have killed an animal released by the Unshackled. They're a group that enjoys rescuing animals from dangerous situations and releasing them.
And she was the first lady part of the Unshackled, probably.
Your actions earlier not only undermined your own merit, but also nullified the good deeds of a member of the Unshackled. At this point, you might not be able to understand the belief in the Unshackled. Just be aware that these wolves are owned by someone. That's it. Your actions earlier not only broke the heart of the Unshackled member, but may have also enraged that merciful Aeon.
Aeons won't care about such trivial matters. What will happen if I enrage the Aeon? It doesn't matter, as I already detest the plague's author.
I mean, it's true. Who knows? The will of the divine is unpredictable. Members of the Unshackled wouldn't be happy to see their hard-earned merits going down the drain. Why don't you come with me to meet the 4 benevolent ones of the Unshackled and explain yourself? Sorry, it's the 3 benevolent ones now.
Is this a new scam? Even with 3 or 4 helpers, you still aren't my match.
I don't think they'll ask you for compensation. After all, money means nothing to them. They attach great importance to intangible merits. Just see me as a tutor who recruits new followers and encourages people to do good. The 4 benevolent ones, sorry, the 3 benevolent ones, should be at the Alchemy Commission right now. Let's head over there.
Sure? Fucking all types of abundant stuff today. First the Elixir, now meeting with the Unshackled. Probably the 4th member was probably Dongshu or Danshu, right? Yeah, Danshu.
Look, the 4 people over there are the 4 benevolent ones of the Unshackled. Let me introduce them to you.
But she said 3 before. Oh. Unless she's counting herself. I don't know. Weird.
The woman on the left is Tonya, the leading figure of the Beast faction of the Unshackled and passionate about releasing powerful wild beasts. The wolves you killed were released by her. I think you've met the one next to Tonya. Her name is Benna, and she's the leader of the Nurture faction. This faction mainly releases rare, fragile, and endangered animals.
So, it was not Denshu. It's just these guys.
Next is Heathman. He leads the plant faction and is dedicated to releasing plants. Last but not least, that's Nanan.
Their names are all over the place.
This fellow is a local, but he's just been jointly ousted from the 4 benevolent ones by the other 3.
Okay, that's why it's 3 now instead of 4.
It's because he likes to release the microorganisms in water. The other 3 leaders thinks he's not taking the act of releasing life seriously, so they called him leader of the Fooling Around faction and kicked him out. Please wait here while I explain your incident to them.
Zhang Shen approaches the 4 benevolent ones, talks to them after a while. She turns around and beckons you over for Zhang Shen. I mean, we're trying to find, the sheep. And if the wolves ate the sheep, then...
Young Shen, is this a young talent who's interested in joining us? Yes, this is Trailblazer. Some of you might have heard of that name. This is the distinguished guest invited by General Jing Yuan of the Sea of Divine Foresight.
I see you know who I am. When did I say I want to join them?
Don't you realize how famous you are? Wait a minute. Isn't this the person I hired to investigate the disappearance of the Fawn's red sheep? Have you got to the bottom of it? Yes, it was a bunch of abominations of abundance that ate your sheep. Don't worry. This hero, Trailblazer, already eliminated those monsters.
I already told you that wolves attacked first. I'm not injured, so there's no need to pay for my medical fees. Yes, I did. So what?
Eliminated them? You killed the wolves I released? How brutal. And you, Shungshin, what do you mean by the abominations of abundance? How many times do I have to repeat myself? Those that receive Yoshi's blessing are no abominations.
Okay.
So, Tonya, you are the culprit. I only released the Faunus Red Sheep in the Scale Gorge Waterscape because I thought that area was free of beasts. Why did I release the wolves there too?
Shut up, both of you. The gold fringe alfalfa I released were all eaten by the sheep.
Your annoying alfalfa grew all over the place and disrupted the entire ecosystem of that planet. If it hadn't been for your alfalfas, the faunus red sheep population wouldn't have boomed. They wouldn't have been hunted to near extinction by the local hunters. I wouldn't have had to buy them at a high price and release them.
Oh jeez, they're a mess.
Alright, stop bickering. It isn't appropriate to fight before outsiders. Keep your mouth shut, you mineral water releasing clown. What's wrong with releasing the Skeletor's spring water? At least it won't get embroiled in this ridiculous battle of the food chain. What exactly are you guys doing? Are you releasing animals or holding a beast fight? Certain suspended employees shouldn't be fanning the flames here.
I'll leave you to your argument. Is this how you welcome new members? Why not decide the winner through a fight? I'll be the referee.
Hey, please don't go. I'll mediate the dispute. Everyone, please stop fighting. Although Trailblazer has killed the wolves released by Toady and ruined those kind efforts, he intends to redeem the sheriff by joining the Unshackled. He'll do a lot of kind deeds in the future. How does that sound, everyone? My darling wolves. No, I can't accept this. I'm fine with it. After all, Trailblazer has helped me get to the bottom of the disappearance of the faunus red sheep. It's an A for me too. This person seems to be violent by nature. Can they understand the spirit of releasing in life? Enough, mineral water guy. I can't let him join us, but I'll be especially strict with them. I have no problem with that. Someone seems to have sent me a message. I should reply to it. Awesome, your membership has been approved unanimously. Remember, every new member of the Unshackled has to go through a newcomer trial. Let's discuss the trial to be arranged for Trailblazer. Chung Shen has a point. Let's test Trailblazer's abilities through the newcomer trial.
Let me reiterate that I have no intention of joining. Fine, what do I have to do? Someone's looking for me. Please go ahead with the discussion. Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, that's suspicious.
We'll tell you after having a discussion.
I'll ignore them and check the message first. Probably from the lady, right? Security. Quiet please and answer a text message. Junction and the four benevolent ones hold an animated discussion you find hard to chip in. Wow, the discussion is intense. Let me reply to the message first. Sorry. Fucking. Oh yeah, it is her. Yeah. No time. I can't do that. Trailblazer, did you find the sheep? Dude, are you okay? Please reply if you see this message. Are you still alive? I'm alive. About time to report back. With regard to report back to you, my apologies. I found the sheep, but they were all eaten by the wolves. The wolves hadn't had enough. And wanted to eat me as well. I dealt with them already. Then I was taken to see a group calling themselves the Unshackled, and they insisted I join them. What a bother.
Then join them.
Why? Why? You're making me scared to join them. Want an insider? Yeah.
You know that the Alliance does not ban merchants who worship the Plague's author from coming to the Shenzhou and trading here. This open-minded policy is bringing quite a bit of trouble for Realm Keeping Commission, trying to maintain the peace here. This group, the Unshackled, is one such trouble. Sure, its members are law-abiding individuals and have not committed any crime. However, these people believe in the path of abundance, and that they'll accumulate good karma if they release living beings into the wild, thus earning good fortune for themselves. They've started to release more and more creatures, even including some invasive species. It's quite a headache for the Commission. That's why we'd like you to infiltrate the Unshackled and crumble them from within. Realm Keeping Commission will reward you lavishly.
Me again? How do I crumble them? Crumble them from within? How? I don't even know how to help you, even if I want to.
Don't sell yourself short. All 6 commissions are recounting your legendary exploits, infiltrating the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and taking them down by within. You're a professional. Down by wit.
I guess, sure.
Down by wit. You're a professional when it comes to destabilizing such organizations. Of course, we won't force you. If you really can't dissolve them, you can always just give us intel on the future actions, so we can prevent them from doing anything outrageous. Anyways, thank you in advance for this business. The Realm Keeping Commission will reward you lavishly for sure.
Yen is literally talking to herself. Go back to members of the Unshackled. I wonder whether they had decided what on the kind of trial to put me through.
Trailblazer, you're back. I just discussed with the 4 benevolent ones about the newcomer trial. It's 3 benevolent ones now. Well, we've agreed that we should let you solve the problem at hand for us. I believe you can tell that the creatures released have formed a food chain. Ethelman's plants were eaten by my finest red sheep, and my sheep were eaten by Tony's beasts. This goes on, all the merits we have accumulated will be in vain. Plants can't fight. This makes them the biggest loser. I don't have to worry, as I'll never have such concerns. That's why our microscopic faction is better than everyone else. One more word from you, fooling around faction, and I'll smack you. Faff. Faffing around. Okay, please don't start another fight. Anyway, the newcomer trial for us, as a master and the student, has been decided. We have to solve the food chain problem among the 3 benevolent ones. Indeed. You won't have this problem if you all stop the act of releasing wildlife. When do I become your student? Well, it's my duty to train the newcomers in Unshackled to help them pass the trial. In a sense, that makes you my student. Find the solution that meets the needs of all 3 of us as the core of this trial. This newcomer trial is quite interesting. Please allow us to discuss it in private. Trailblazer, follow me. Okay. Living creatures released by this trio formed a food chain and consumed each other. This has dealt a devastating blow to their friendship and beliefs. But how can we guarantee the living creatures they release won't form a food chain? Give them to release in different worlds. How about we let them release the same species of culture? Same species of creature. I mean, that would create issues in the different worlds. That's a brilliant idea. 3 species can form a food chain. The same species won't hunt their own kind, right? But the 3 benevolent ones are very stubborn. Once they've decided to do something, hardly anything can change their minds. Let's find out the similarities among the creatures they like to release. Must be a kind of being in this world that can meet the needs of all of them. Okay. Tonya. That's the trial. It shows you have great potential. What are the criteria for a species that can be released by the Beast faction? If you ask me, I think every front from the Unshackled should endeavor to free powerful beasts from human captivity. No more hunting falcons or fighting dogs. Let them unleash their vitality in nature. After all, isn't it in line with the laws of nature and the way of the hunt on the Xianzhou to allow living creatures to hunt freely in an environment suitable to them? Or for them? What's the matter, Trailblazer? What are the criteria for a species that can be released by the Nurturer faction? Our position is pretty straightforward. We aim to rescue and protect endangered species that are so overhunted and scarce they can hardly sustain their population. Alas, it was for this reason that I released the finest red sheep into Scale Gorge waterscape. Little did I know that I was sending them to their demise. And you? Looking for me? What are the criteria for the species released by the plant faction? Capable of photosynthesis, easy to cultivate, and has no excretion. That would be a plant, the perfect creature to be released. Trailblazer, let's compile a summary and see whether there are similarities among these 3 or those 3. Firstly, there's Tonya. She wants to free powerful beasts from human control. Next, it's Benna. Her goal is to rescue endangered species that are unable to reproduce. Lastly, it's Heathman. His criteria are the simplest, yet most demanding, as he's only interested in plants. In other words, we need to find an endangered and ferocious plant. This is so challenging. Do you have any ideas? A man-eating plant? Do you mean a carnivorous plant? It's indeed a ferocious plant, but I don't think there are endangered species. If you've been to Vonwak, you'll know it's full of carnivorous crown flowers. Lately, there have been signs of scary leaf walkers on the Xianzhou, creatures with foliage growing all over their body. Hard to say whether those things are human or plant. I don't think anyone would want to keep them in captivity. How about inorganic beings? Do you mean mechanical creatures like cycranes and detings? Your idea sounded outrageous at first, but now that I think about it, it sounds even more outrageous. What's ferocious about cycranes? Besides, people see them flying by all the time. They couldn't be endangered. If there exists a mechanical life form species that is unable to be repaired or manufactured for some reason, it might fit the criteria. However, I've never heard of such a place. I've been to a world that is on the brink of destruction. There's an isolated doomsday city called Belobog. Are you talking about the one that has returned to the IPC's economical sphere recently? Yaloli 8? Nope, Yarillo 6. How intriguing. It is said that the planet was never heard from again after it was struck by a large-scale disaster. Mechanical life forms are present on such locations. Most of them will be troubled with technological regression. That scenario, they can be counted as ferocious and endangered. Your idea is promising, but there's a problem. This thing isn't a plant.
The word plant has a broad definition.
I know where you're going with this. We can use a broad definition of plants to include mechanical creatures. Since you proposed this idea, you must know where a rare mechanical creature from Bellenbog can be acquired, right?
Robot.
Where
Who should I turn to? I want to purchase Bellenbogian mechanical creatures. Serval? Maybe. After all, she owns a workshop. You there? I want to ask something about automatons. Serval, I want to get some automatons.
Automatons? I get it. Every boy has an undying love for mechas, right? Before we continue this conversation, let me get two things straight. 1. Those things don't have a cockpit. You can't sit in it. 2. There are weapons for civilian guards, not for sale.
They are. Is there no other way? What if I fix one instead? I get that the guards won't sell me a functioning automaton, but if we can fix those junk traps that the guards don't want.
Your brain works pretty fast. We can't sell intact weapons, but won't be breaking the law if we pick a few broken models from the scrapyard and fix them up. Well, I'm gonna send you a coordinate. Go there and find me as soon as you arrive at Bellenbog.
Really? We have to go all the fucking way to Bellenbog for this quest?
Oh, do we have to refurbish discarded products? Since this is a decision we made together, let's do our best to make it work. Let's head off to Bellenbog.
Oh, anything I open it? Do you have any suggestions for the newcomer trial? Don't ask me, I'm just a mineral water guy. I don't have anything to do with the food chain of those three great ones. Yeah, Rillo. Man. Why was that? Restricted zone, energy hub, teleport over there. Let's run on over. Don't mind me, guys. Oh. Hey, Serval. A few different guys.
Trailblazers, it's been a while. Who's this lady next to you? Hello, my name is Shangshin. I'm Trailblazer's strategic partner in the purchase of mechanical life forms. Mechanical life forms? Strategic partner? Hahaha, interesting choice of words. Before taking these scrap metals with you, let's ask you a question, and I'll take your answer as the advance payment. Why are you two interested in the technology of Bellenbog?
You know, Serval, the whys and wherefores of how you joined the Unshackled. Yeah.
Treat the machines in Bellenbog as endangered creatures and release them to a faraway world in order to accumulate merits. Hahaha. Being isolated in Bellenbog for so long, it's hard for me to accept such a novel idea.
Do you mean the idea of releasing machines? Do you mean the idea of accumulating merits?
Everyone defines machines and living things differently. About releasing the machines, if it's to protect certain animals from being harmed, then I can understand. However, the idea of pleasing the Aeon through such actions is quite bold. It doesn't matter to Aeons how humans behave. Is there someone up there who constantly reviews the morality of our actions? Will we get our points deducted when we hurt a living thing, and gain points when we rescue one? I'm afraid it's a sign of arrogance for humans to think that their actions are that important.
I agree. Perhaps Yaoshi really does care about what humans do. Isn't this place protected by the Ember Lord?
That's what I think too. Anyways, I don't expect the opinion of a mere mechanic like me to hold sway over the Unshackled. Since you regard these machines as living things, you need to at least administer treatment and bring them back to life. Are we going to have to fight them? Shang-Jin crouches down to examine the automatons. Things are slightly better than I thought. Technology using these automatons is archaic. Oh, sorry, Mr. Vol. I mean to say that is vintage. As the presiding physician, I can't do all the work by myself. Trailblazer, I require your assistance. See those override modules I brought? Try to remove the casings of the automatons and search for the right port to connect with the modules. Puzzle time? Yeah. Shang-Jin handed to you, adding it to the damaged automaton seems to be able to resurrect them from the dead. Somehow this module also has a solar panel attached to it. Right, to make it fit the criteria for plants. Because photosynthesis. Star Wolf. Oh, the engine is still running. This machine seems to be in pretty good condition. Yeah, puzzle time. The lights on this automaton seem to be coming on. Is it hanging on to your life, or is it the last flicker of a dead machine? Connect to the automatons. Let's put it aside first. Trailblazer, careful. You hear that sound? Seems to be something wrong. Mode activated. Kill. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight every single one. Yep. Yay! There you go. Okay. Well, this is indeed a world that survived a catastrophe. Every automaton is ready for battle. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Trailblazer and you are okay. If I'm injured, the Unshackled will have to bankrupt themselves to compensate me. These automatons are nothing. I've destroyed many of them before. Just assume these big guys can't rest in peace and have come to take revenge on you. Since Trailblazer has shown those automatons who's the boss here with their fist, I shall take on the duty of fixing, no, curing them. So what, fight them one by one? Let me see, how should I connect the central processor? Forget it, I'll just connect them directly to override modules. Phew, it's finally done. Repairing a machine is way more troublesome than smashing it with a baseball bat. These automatons are defunct to the core. However, they might be salvageable if some of their key parts can be replaced. I'm learning a lot by observing you two at work. How's the work on your side? My job here is almost done. Mr. Vol, thanks for your generous help. Trailblazer and I will be heading back to the Lafu. Can't afford to make the Grandmaster's Emeritus wait too long. Sure, although there have been more merchant shops in Belbog recently, the city is still rather quiet and desolate. Please drop by whenever you have the chance. Goodbye. These automatons won't pose a threat, will they? Will they be able to accept the idea of releasing automatons? Well, it depends on how we convince them. Don't worry, I believe they will be satisfied with our solution. Now, let's split up. I'm sure the Astral Express conductor will freak out if he loads so many automatons on the train all at once. So, I've rented a transport ship from the IPC to bring the automatons back to Lafu. You can take the Astral Express back. No need to rush. Sound invitations to benevolent ones. We've agreed to witness the completion of your newcomer trial on the thriving land of Skillgorge Waterscape. Remember to be there on time. Now we teleport on over.
Oh. Oh.
Trailblazer, you're here. I've presented our plan to the benevolent ones, but they don't seem too pleased about it. It's time to convince them with our silver tongues. Let's chat with them one by one, just like what we did in the beginning.
Wow, really? Okay, I guess they're per one, but still.
This isn't what I expected from you. Mechanical creatures are everywhere. The sky is full of these cycranes. Didn't you bring Dinting with you the last time we were here? What sense are they endangered species? Besides, you two are required to solve the food chain issue among us to pass the newcomer trial. How can these mechanical creatures solve that problem? Well, you don't know everything about these creatures. These weak and helpless mechanical creatures come from a planet verging on destruction named, Yaloli 8. Miss Benna, I believe you must have heard of this planet before, since you're close with the trade reps of the IPC. Heard that the planet has just resumed its trade lately.
The place is no longer capable of manufacturing mechanical babies like these.
Oh, it breaks my heart to hear this. So, is this the last batch of mechanical life forms left behind by a declining civilization? Exactly. They're an out-and-out endangered species. As new machines couldn't be made, we went all out to treat their lethal wounds. These little guys even fought valiantly to protect their human masters. Miss Benna, you'll gain a lot of merits by releasing them and freeing them from the crisis, their imminent demise. I've got it. Indeed, these helpless babies are really worth releasing.
Okay then. Yeah, we'll run over to this guy. Then we'll teleport to the other.
Heathman, you don't seem too happy about this. I can understand the theoreticals, but are you sure this kind of thing is a plant? Capable of photosynthesis, easy to cultivate, and has no excretion. Plants are the perfect living creatures to be released. You said that, didn't you? Watch this.
Shungshin opens the cover at the back of the automaton, revealing the override module you installed. With the solar panel, right?
This is, a certain device that controls this machine, isn't it? I don't understand how it is related to my definition of plants. Well, it's an override module powered by a folded solar panel. This mechanical life form before you relies on solar energy, which is photosynthesis, to move around, just like the plants you love.
Easy to cultivate. It has no excretion.
Ethan wipes away the sweat on his forehead, looking distressed. So it's a plant. This is unacceptable. It can't be a plant. Absolutely not. It has to at least look like one. What does a plant look like? Must it have a huge trunk? Must it come with beautiful flowers? Must it have a tuber buried in the ground? Could you draw me a picture of a plant so that I can fix the appearance of this life form behind you? I, think you've got a point. So how did we do in this newcomer trial? It's a pass. I'm fine with this.
Well, so far so good. Then, yeah, wild and dangerous.
Mechanical creatures. That's a whole new way to look at this matter. Still, I must say the technology used to manufacture them is too outdated. I think I said before that the Unshackled should endeavor to free powerful beasts from human captivity. We must stop hunting for falcons holding dogfights, let them unleash their vitality in nature. These primitive mechanical creatures are poor, weak, and sickly. Every joint of theirs trembles, and the bolts on their casings threaten to pop out as they move. Alas, I guess we have to show you some proof for you to believe us. Automatons, attack! Trailblazer now!
Why don't you let the automatons attack her instead?
Listen, now is the perfect time to show Miss Tonya how powerful these mechanical lifeforms are.
Do I deserve to be beaten up? You really know how to pick a fight, don't you? Yep. Then auto battle.
We'll just sit and chill for a little bit. Oh, this goes on.
Are you summoning? Yeah, you are. There we go. And yeah, Barbie's up next. So annoying that he taunted to get her. Because otherwise I would use that to try to take out that guy. It's fine. Okay. Nice. Yeah, not too bad.
What a great duel this is. Of course, these wonderful mechanical creatures from Yalolier are enslaved and sent to the battlefield by the ruthless human masters. They sacrifice themselves and bear all the damage in the human stead. Miss Tonya, you'll gain a lot of merits by releasing them and freeing them from their heartless human masters. I understand. I have no more questions. Ha ha ha! They bought it. They really bought it. Oh no. I'm about to die laughing.
Where are you laughing at?
Isn't this hilarious? They have worked out their differences, agreed to release the same living thing. Isn't this kind of happy ending worth our laughter? Okay, that's enough laughter for today. Let's go to the waterfront. The three Grandmasters, Meritus, and I have just decided to hold a small release ritual there. Now that the three benevolent ones' food chain problem is solved, their merits won't be undermined by others in the future. This is indeed something worth celebrating. Yaoshi knows about this. I'm sure they will share our joy. Let's go and get some merits.
We're gonna have to fight all of them, aren't we? What's going on, big guy? There they go. Made a whole little cutscene for this. Wait, he's gonna get angry. Yeah. He's gonna be, no, they're gonna ruin the water, my mineral water.
These lovely little creatures will carry your merits and depart to a bigger new world. Let's give them our blessings. Always be confident, my little darlings. Precious Sanctus Medicus will surely illuminate your path ahead. Show your ferocious side like the beast, my warriors. Your valor is a manifestation of the divine power of Yaoshi. Or, it's something else. It's not Yaoshi. What is it? I know I've been fucking up that pronunciation. I can't remember what the proper pronunciation is. Is it Yaoji? Or Yaoshi? Or Yaoshai? It's something, I think it's more like an X. Yeah, I think I've been messing up that for a while though. Go ahead and thrive, my little blossoms of steel. Hey, what are you guys doing? Can you please stop dumping electronic waste in the water? Do you know how many innocent microbes are living in it? Read the room, mineral water guy. They seem to be deeply moved by their own actions. I'd better not disturb them. I have a feeling something's amiss about all this. Feeling dubious, return to the Exalted Sanctum a few hours later? Sorry if he calls this trouble. Well done, my friend. I got an official notification from the commission while I was out on a job. Those three saints from the Unshackled are in big trouble. What happened? Go to Exalting Sanctum and you'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, let's just teleport on over. Yeah, the Unshackled member. Oh. One of you snitch. Were you in on this? You're here, Trailblazer. You should be ashamed. Thanks to your great idea. Tony and the rest are in trouble. What are you talking about? We just offered to help them at their request, that's all. You call that help? Now the three are bickering in the Exalting Sanctum. Check out the situation yourselves. Hee, things are getting interesting. Are the three benevolent ones in the Exalting Sanctum now? Let's find out what kind of trouble they're having. Don't tell me you look so happy. This is really concerning. Rubbing your hands in anticipation. Why do you look so excited? Big trouble is looming ahead. Be serious.
I hope they're all being met by a guard.
It was a Julian cypress that had survived for more than 2,000 years. It was even older than me. Just like that, the tree was chopped off with a chainsaw by that thing. You know how much you have to pay for this?
2,000 years. And he's the plant guy. It destroyed a plant.
The life of a plant is priceless. Be serious. Plants can't speak. Be serious. Sure, please calm down, sir. I'll be serious.
Turns out he can be serious.
Sir, I'm innocent. It's all Tonia's and Benna's fault. If they had been more clear-headed, they wouldn't have believed it was a plant. They could have stopped me and avoided all the damage that ensued. Don't pass the blame to someone else. You must either revive this ancient tree or grow 2,000 trees as compensation. Your choice.
I mean, hey, they're doing something good, at least by doing that.
You're leaving with no choice at all.
Indeed, you have no choice.
Let's get out of here as soon as possible. Heathman is at the end of his rope and seems desperate. Might sell us out soon.
Yeah, don't do that, buddy. We did nothing wrong. Oh, how are you doing down there? There's someone for a healer.
Holy moly, Tonya. How did you get so badly injured? I'm waiting for the rescue Starskiff of the Alchemy Commission. I have fractures all over my body. It was the doing of that huge automaton, the one called Grizzly. After I released it, it followed me to my home and gave me a tight embrace. Grizzly never forgets every favor it receives. It did that to return your kindness. Do people actually Shenjo profanity?
Shenjo profanity.
Repay favors like this? Alas, why don't you lie down, stay calm.
We're to blame for this. This isn't our fault. We're totally to blame for this.
Exactly. If you two scoundrels hadn't brought me this cursed heap of metal, I wouldn't have. Hey, please get your facts right, Miss Tonya. Don't forget the three of you were very satisfied with the solution we offered. Ben and Heathman, those two idiots, if they hadn't been so gullible, wouldn't have accepted this outrageous solution. Especially Heathman. Plants? He looks like one himself. One day I'll beat him up into a vegetable smoothie. Take it easy. When you've recovered, we'll come and release peace with you together. Get lost. When I get well, first thing I'm going to do is settle the score with those two idiots. Then I'll deal with you two. Don't think that you're going to get away with this.
Oh boy. And finally, Benna. One who got us involved in the first place.
What's up, Benna? Did you increase your merits after releasing the mechanical creatures? Don't even mention it. I've cried so much that I can't even breathe. Sounds awful. What happened? Why did the mechanical darlings who released blow themselves up? What? You weren't injured, were you? I'm fine. But the mechanical darlings started blowing up everywhere in Skilgard's waterscape. Once water seeped into the machinery, the Vidyardra dragged me to the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery, accusing me of setting off fireworks illegally in the holy place of Vidyardra. I had no idea that disrespecting a holy place was such a grave offense. The fine was exorbitant. I've used up all my retirement funds.
I'm sorry, it was our suggestion. Did your friends help you?
Since we were all members of the Unshackled, surely they did something when you were in trouble, right? Oh please, Tony and Heathman are just hypocrites. They refused to pay when I asked them to share the fine. When we first met each other, we promised to do good together. Now they've finally shown the true colors. I wonder how those two idiots were convinced. Can a mechanical creature be counted as a plant? What was going through Heathman's head?
Wow, they really just hate Heathman. Like, he doesn't... He's like, the other two were fools. But they're both like, man, Heathman sucks. He's the one that got us in trouble.
Tony is the worst. If she hadn't insisted on releasing beasts, you wouldn't have brought those explosive mechanical things here. Take it easy, aren't all of you practitioners of the way of abundance? Peace and harmony are priceless. Peace, forget about it. I'll make them pay for the loss I've suffered. The two of you, just you wait.
Also, I should adjust the camera a little bit. And there we go. Just tilting it a little down. There.
Alas, no good deed goes unpunished. Poor things.
Is this appropriate? Ha, how interesting.
Indeed, now that the Unshackled is in a mess, you've completed your mission. You can receive your reward at the Realm Keeping Commission.
How'd you know about that?
Don't ask so many questions. As your tutor, I must prepare summer surprises for you, right? Look at how worried you are, Trailblazer. I'll take care of this. You don't have to worry about how this all plays out. I can promise you a happy ending for everyone. Sure? Okay, we've seen enough of the action. Please leave the rest to me. Go ahead and collect your reward of the Realm Keeping Commission. Yeah, was she an inside plant all along? I guess so. Yeah, that was a bit of a longer one. It was funny, but a little longer. I'd like to talk about the Unshackled. That's what I want to discuss with you too, Trailblazer. Thank you for your help. Thanks to your brilliant plan, the 3 leaders of Unshackled have suffered the consequences of their actions.
Seems like you got the memo. Did I go too far?
Now they should be able to realize their mistake. Here's your reward. You deserve it. Please feel free to drop by if you encounter any issues. You're always welcome at the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery.
Ends above the means. And then let's do this last adventure mission, and then we'll get on to talking about Penacony. Checking out some of that stuff. Right, I'll hold on to that so we can use that for dailies. There you go.
2 centuries pass, and then 2 centuries more. If I don't get my promotion, I'll undergo my hatching rebirth soon.
Oh man, that sucks. Imagine living for so long that you don't even get promoted, and then your reincarnation goes and does something else. Promotion? That's a real shame. In your next life, go all out.
Sure is. Unfortunately, we're the only ones who think it's a real shame. Only management felt the same way. Hey, that's enough for now. Let's not linger on such a morose topic. I'm Guangda, a lowly orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have any issues to handle, I suggest you visit our Chancery offices.
Are you having trouble with something?
When you're working in the Realm Keeping Commission, every day is trouble. Seriously, sometimes I have a feeling that the Realm Keeping Commission doesn't have a respectable social status at all. It is responsible for all of the dirtiest, most tedious work. Official Daho told me that someone had been putting up advertising posters in the Exalted Sanctum. He wanted me to remove them. You get it? He asked me to remove the posters.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. How can there still be such uncivilized people in Lafu?
Exactly. That point aside, do you think removing posters is my duty? Come to think of it, it really does seem to be my job. How about I pay you, and you help me remove the posters, especially the ones that are particularly eye-catching. Remember, there are some lost and found notices. Please remove them all.
Do I hand the posters over to you after removing them? These peanuts are not enough to hire me.
Oh, please don't. Oh, please don't. Just throw them away when no one's looking. I don't need the posters to report on my work. It will be a kind deed if you can find the lost item for the owner. Take your pay and start searching.
That's simple enough. I'm happy to do that.
Ah, sorry, just gonna readjust a little. Oh, and stretch. Oh, man.
Okay, there we go. It's a little better position. Oh, yep, there's one right over here. The lost and found notice has been slapped onto the wall, sticking out like a sore thumb. I don't know exactly when, but I've lost an ingenium called Umbrella somewhere near the Sinwood Pavilion in the Exalting Sanctum. Its official name is Artisanship Commission Civil Maintenance Unit Type A. It self-identifies as a mushroom. Please contact me immediately if you know anything for a hefty reward. Scan the code to get the real-time location of the owner. Kong from the Artisanship Commission. That makes sense. Visual graph of the Umbrella has been thoroughly provided below the lost and found notice. Where have I seen that Umbrella before? I think I've met this Kong before. This really doesn't have anything to do with me. Really? Looks like you'd better get in touch with this Kong and tell him the good news. Lost and found notice. Follow the lost and found notice and find the owner. Oh, I thought I'd have to head to the Artisanship Commission. Oh, inventor.
Like willow leaves moving at a speed of knots, super duper love you lots. Autumn winds and moon rises on buildings glow. Love can also move as slow. Writing poetry is so easy. Why doesn't she like me? What am I missing? I wouldn't like you either. This poem of yours is terrible. You don't like it? Look, knots and lots. It all rhymes. 4 lines of heptameter. Ah, forget about it. I'm not arguing with you. To be honest, I don't even really get what's so good about poetry. Can't really tell what's good poetry. You, however, seem to have unique insights into poetry. Tell me, other people pour out their love and emotion. Here I am writing out my true feelings too. What am I doing wrong? It's missing the sense of culture and taste. I actually think you write with your own style. My own style, thank you, even though I can't really tell if this is meant as a compliment or consolation. But in the end, even if you do like it, she doesn't like it, so it's useless. Anyways, do you need anything? Did you put up the lost and found notices? I have indeed put up many lost and found notices. Which one specifically are you talking about? Oh, that one, the gloomy poet. Have you found any clues about it? When you put it like that, it sounds like there are multiple poets. I know where the Barumbella is. No clues at the moment, but I can help you out. That's right. I made several other poets besides the gloomy one. You can't be serious about getting them all back, can you? Of course, I want them all back. They say gloominess is the backbone of poetry. If a poet is melancholic enough, the most beautiful poetic verse will flow out. I had such high hopes for this gloomy poet. I set its gloomy setting very high, and it ended up wailing for half a day at the sight of a buttonhole missing a button. In the end, just like all the other artistic youths, got lost in the hustle and bustle of the city life before it ever got the chance to write a decent piece. I hope circumstances haven't forced it to have to get a job. That wouldn't be very poetic, would it? When we met, it was very sentimental. It's so depressed that I can't communicate at all. Don't be so dramatic. Give it a whack and it will be fine. Right, okay, so he's talking about the cycranes. Got it. There we go. Sounds like it hasn't forgotten its roots, but it's time for it to come home. Come on, mister, help me out. Open up its back flap, find its shade abacus core, give it a solid repair job. As long as you can reduce the gloomy setting, it'll probably come back with you. Okay. Yeah, it's only a cycrane, isn't it? Of course, it's down there. I gotta run down. Okay. Come on, Don Hong. We can get over there. Oh, right. We can't. I just need to go downstairs first there. Oh, right. No, not the cycranes. These guys. Ah, it's been so long since I've talked with these guys. I honestly forgot they hung around this area. Kong sent for me to get you. Why did my master ask you to find a mushroom? Let alone a failed mushroom like me. Kong wants you to write poems. Your master asks you to go home. He misses you. Why would he want a mushroom to go back home? It's truly a doom and gloom thing to have mushrooms growing in a house. Yeah, I'm not going to give him a super robot voice. I could, but... you don't know what mushrooms are. Mushrooms are mushrooms. What would it take for you to go back to Kong? How about I just pick you up and carry you off? I'm a mushroom too. What type of mushroom are you? I can't tell. No, you're not the same species as me. I'm a lonely mushroom, alas, how sad am I? Oh, I'm so sad. Quit wasting time and open the flap. Drag gloomy poet away. There's no need for more words with a pretentious thing like this. Just drag it away. Don't drag me away. Please open me up, set me free. You remember Kong's suggestion. You locate the back flap and try to reduce the gloom setting. Luckily, there is no resistance from Gloomy Poet. Please be gentle with me. Don't be too rough. You're as cold and heartless as the creator, peeling open my untainted shell and dissecting my depressed heart. Well, sorry. Right, and these rotate around, and that rotates around, so we want to get that. Want to get that there, and then... Ah, never mind. Okay. Got it.
Bleh. I haven't done a puzzle like that in so long in this game. Glad to remember it.
Oh, I'm so sad. I don't seem to be that sad at all. Alas, everything is but a predetermined program, all smoke and mirrors. Everything is but a daydream of code, never-ending mirage. I didn't go back as ordered, as therein lies the true meaning of separation. But my master could not comprehend, kept trying to beckon for me.
What a poet, and a modernist at that. Come on, let me take you home.
Softly I go, just as softly I came. I softly beckon my leave to the soft exulting sanctum clouds.
Is there gonna be 2 more of those guys? There might be.
Humans compare depths to the ocean. I am a tsunami in motion. Oh ocean, a mistress is so fickle, but I would rather just eat a pickle. There's nothing wrong with this new verse I just composed, right?
Your poet is back. You're not great at this poetry business.
Ah, is that my little poet ingenium? You're finally back. I thought you were taken away by the morning actors. This is all your fault. The moment you booted me up, you uttered a gloomy command. You gave me this divine punishment called sadness. Did you ever stop to wonder how I felt? It feels like I was destined to be abandoned by this world. I continued to repent and self-exile just to extract another morsel of poetry to ease my sadness.
This is all Kong's fault, forcing you to write poetry. It's difficult to understand a robot's sadness. At least your melancholy can be transformed into verse.
You don't have to understand me. You can't really understand me. Just as a flower cannot understand why the rain clouds cry, there is no such thing as true empathy in this world. Why is my master so obsessed with poetry? Well, I write poetry to win the heart of a fair maiden. For love, one of the tritest of all human triteness, my ship has no way of understanding this concept. I have my eye on a girl named I have my eye on a girl named Jing Zai, or Jai? Yeah. Shot me down. I could hear that she was in love with a poet, and this poet, or
It's a Xianzhou, so
Jing Shai. Poet has a whole book of poetry published, but me, I can barely put together a rhyming couplet. I thought to myself, there have to be more solutions than problems in this world, right? As a member of the Artisanship Commission, I may not be able to put together any kind of poetry myself, but these hands of mine could sculpt a different kind of poet, if you get my drift.
Come on, she's already got a partner. It wasn't poetry she rejected, it was you.
I may have been asking around. Her colleague said that she's single right now.
Sorry.
Feelings like that poet is not the greatest of love after all. But that's alright, because otherwise I wouldn't be getting this chance, would I? Really, I don't believe you. She told me before that her past lover was a talented poet, how she was infatuated with his poetic talent. I have to set myself a lofty goal to surpass, right?
Does this really count as having written it yourself?
I've checked the relevant legislation, and in Genia, you don't enjoy property rights in board the Xianzhou, so all the copyrights for all the poems written why, it belonged to me. Of course it counts as my writing. Speaking of which, I've built more than just one of these poet ingenia. There's still 3 of them out there who haven't returned. I wonder if they're still running. If you could bring back their inspo jade abakai, then I should be able to craft a poem that will move my dear Jing Zhai. Mushrooms, you should be able to pinpoint the locations of the other poet ingenia, right? I am not a poet. I am a poet, not some piece of navigation software. Found one. The Borderland poet is over in the Skill Gorge Waterscape Delve.
Heading over now. Now is the time you're going to ask me to work, right? How is there a Borderland poet?
That's so proactive. Was it my perseverance for love that moved you to action? I guess it could be the promised reward, too. Please, Trailblazer, find these ingenia. You'll be my celebrity matchmaker for real. I will reward you well.
How did it come to this? Oh, what the fuck is this mission? Okay. Side quest. First one, side quest. Fetch stuff related to abundance. Second one, accidentally infiltrate an abundance organization again and disrupt it from the inside. Third one, help a failed poet use his fucking mechanical poets to make a poem for his one true love. Oh boy, when we got started just trying to take down fucking missing posters. Or lost and found posters, not missing. Rugged rocks and gorges winding through, where clouds hide the peaks from view. A glance back at the journey true, in Waterscape Gorge I test anew. Who goes there? Dare thou approach this old timer from behind? Old timer, how very borderland poet of you. I have a feeling that we're going to fight, aren't we? Ha ha ha, seems my fame has already preceded me. Oh, your figure so imposing and tall, while I'm feeble and short. How tragic. How the gloomy one. Ho ho ho, is the master still playing around with those soppy, limp poems? I don't think the master's doggerel can be considered poetry. Even calling it doggerel is being generous. Sensible, I do give the master too much credit. Anyway, hand over your inspo jade abacus. Master asked the two of us to come and take your inspo jade abacus. Better be a lieutenant than a scholar. What's important isn't whether you're a poet. I think that heading to the battlefield and striking down foes is more important. I've traveled distances to come to the Skill Gorge Waterscape just to show off my skills, but never expected the Cloud Knight's suppression of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus to be over already. I've come in vain. Ah, so he did want to do a good deed, help out. Alas, without being baptized in the flames and still war, I daren't call any poetry I write true borderland poems. This inspo jade abacus of mine is worthless. I shall destroy it. Okay. The war is over. You don't have to fight anymore. Then let's fight. Great idea. Let me take the battlefield with you, smashing the inspiration of poetry headfirst into fierce fighting passion. You really want to fight it out? You get it better than me. Let's agree that if I break you, I won't have to pay for you. The air is filled with killing intent, rising like mist and cloud. The cold light shines, blades in formation, marching loud. With laughter, watching as white blades turn crimson. The Cloud Knights care not for glory, nor their victory. The Artesian ship commissioned security armament on Type C, here to seek guidance. Burn at the point of the sword. Okay. Alright, there should be a burn. Nectar of the Littlewoods. I can't catch all this dialogue. It's going by. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, this will get me 200. It's fine. Should have done it after Team Moon's turn. If I was manually battling, that would be the good idea. Okay, we're gonna use ults on Hong after his 3 hits. Yep. Up and up. And then death. Yeah, death. Nice. Well, did that satisfy your desire? Alright, here you go. My inspo jade abacus. I've got no complaints or regrets in this life. Take care, brave warrior. That's enough melodrama out of you. It's not like I destroyed you or anything. A defeated opponent. Take care. I've located the next poet over in Starskiff Haven. Let's go. You know what? That's better. I thought they would all be as long as that first guy, but that's a lot shorter. Did you manage to recover the inspo jade abaci without a hitch? Found one. Stop pestering me. We managed to recover 1. Oh, that's great. I actually don't have many friends, so I wanted to ask you about some relationship stuff. Is that alright? I'm an expert on that topic, ask away. Not my forte. Ask someone else. I mean, that's the true answer, but for this guy, sure. I'm good at talking about matters of the heart. You can ask me anything. Girls usually like precious gifts with a little sentimental meaning, right? What makes Jingzai so... or Zhengzhou.
Jing Shai. There we go. So different. She asked me to throw away my gift. What exactly did you give her? That was a rejection? A padlock to show our hearts are locked together. I mean, that is pretty, but... So I get it. This thing is really a bit outdated. Also, the allegory of locking up the heart of your intended is out of touch with this generation's concept of love. But at the very least, this padlock is still inlaid with gold and jade. It would be worth quite a bit. Do girls really not like it? Where'd you get that from, Gong? Your aesthetics breaks my heart. I didn't buy it. It's a treasure passed down from my past life. You don't even understand its value. In my hatching rebirth, I held this thing in my hand. Now that it's all said, it represents a fate of jade and gold. So they sent me to the Artisanship Commission for further studies. I thought it would be very appealing to girls. I just didn't expect Jing Zhai to be a girl who went against the norm and looked at jewelry like dirt. No matter. I'll think of another gift to make her happy. Source machine learning data and codes. Used to help Kong write poems. They say poetry cannot be about technology, as it is not romantic. But technology can be romantic, right? See a big guy. Yep. Just a repeat of the line he had earlier. Starskiff. Yeah, probably that one. Probably that point. Oh, one of these guys. Graceful poet. I know why you're here, Croak, but before we address that, please answer my question. What about writing poetry is of the most importance? The most important thing about poetry, surely it is depression. It's about subject and theme. It's about rhythm and style. It's about motion and meaning. It's about the poet. Croak, you're not wrong. The poet's talent dictates the quality of the poem. But I asked you about writing poetry itself. Look, the most important thing about writing poetry is capturing those simple human emotions which resonate with everyone. And of all the simple human emotions, the pain of separation and the longing for eventual return is the most universal across all peoples. But alas, Croak, I've been waiting all day here on this jetty, but haven't managed to brew up the requisite emotions to compose a poem of departures. What do you mean by a poem of departures? Poems aren't spaceships. Can it come just by waiting? From wanderlust to sojourns far, but we all come home a visitor. If it doesn't even arrive in the departure jetty, then you won't be able to find it anywhere, Croak. I curse the convenience of modern-day transport and communications aboard the Lapu. People depart, yet don't have to worry about when they'll return. There's no earnest pleading, nor heartfelt emotion, Croak. The thought of how easy and satisfied goodbyes have become makes me want to stop my feet in rage, even though I can't actually reach the ground. You just don't have the mindset that can see goodbyes. Can't you just make do and write whatever? When you put it like that, can you, Croak? It's hopeless just waiting here. Please help me find what I'm looking for. There has to be an emotional parting scene nearby. You know the tropes, the voyager saying farewell to his family, the star-crossed lovers bidding goodbye, parting friends, that kind of thing. If you see anything, please help me snap a photo. Alright, I hope you snap a pic of a parting scene. I want to bid you farewell right now, to gift you an emotional departure. But I'll just be, returning. Thank you, Croak. Don't worry, I just need to see that human emotion parting. The poem would write itself. Then I can give you my inspo jade abacus. You'll be done with your mission. Collect parting scenes. Okay, multiple ones. Sorry. Sorry about that. Just some stuff in my throat, and I did not want, and I muted the mic for that, so. Take me to my place of resting. I heard that enthusiasts for distant sojourns, sir, are dissatisfied with this trip. I'm a short-lived species. To visit the Celestial Hall during my days is more than enough to save me. You're too kind, sir. It's just like any human world here. Let's us say our goodbyes then, for I fear we never shall meet again. When the time comes, I'll return to the dust, whence I'll task you with a traveling quest. Please bring my ashes back to the Shinjo, and spread far and yonder, wherever you may go. Sir, that's an extremely romantic idea you have there. But I'm just worried that the LAFU Public Security Management Regulations will not agree. Take me to my place of resting. Carefree travel is interesting. Woo ha ha ha. Okay. Friends going separate ways. Friends parting. Afraid we might never see each other again after this goodbye. Okay. Maybe over there. Yeah, we can do a loop. Come back here. Won't change my mind. Okay, family. Yep, family party. Come back here. Mom, I won't change my mind. I've already got my ticket to the Shenzhou Yaoqing. I have to join up with the Verdant Knights, make my contribution, just like the general of the Yaoqing. You left your ticket at home. I was planning on sneaking out so you wouldn't be sad about it, but you noticed it right away. I won't stop you. I just want to remind you to check the time on the ticket. What? The ticket is for tomorrow. Come home now. Yeah, we'll run here and then back there. 62 years old, Dad. Some more family parties. I'm 62 years old, Dad. I've been aboard the Shenzhou Juming 3 times. Be careful out there. Dad, go home. I'm going to buy some oranges. You stay put and don't go anywhere. Departing Voyager. Seen your photograph. Seems to be your father and son party. I'm going to buy some oranges for you. There, don't wander off. They, in here? Okay, so we've only got 2. Yeah, so that one didn't count over there. It wasn't a real party. Oh, I really want to take you with me. Then why did you leave me behind? Your family all said that I'm not a go-getter. I'm not career-focused. Oh, now you're trying to focus on your career? Nice excuse. Why haven't you tried to focus on your career sooner? Who was it who once whispered something cringy romantic lines into my ears like, Chongyua, I'll love you forever until the Mara comes. Why are you bringing that up? We were young back then. We've been together for nearly 200 years now. I still can't afford to buy a house in LAFU. I can't just let you live in a cramped rental apartment with me for the rest of our lives, can I? Don't go. I can help repay the mortgage. That line about a house is true, though. That is true. Yikes. Also, is that Sushong way back there? I've seen you photographed. It seems to be that of lovers part. Chongyua, I love you. Tomorrow do us part. That is Sushong. What's Sushong doing? Don't think I have any. Sorry. I'll see what she's doing over there, and then I'll go do that one. Hey, Sushong. LAFU sure feels different from our Yaoqing. Storytellers here never repeat their stories. Oh, I remember you. You're friends with that silent but deadly, right? What can I do for you? Just want to have a chat with you. Are you on duty here? What would you like to talk about? I've only been here for a short while. If you want to ask for directions, I'm only familiar with places around Star Watcher Avenue. Want to know about the Shenzhou culture and whatnot? Come to the wrong person. If you happen to enjoy live storytelling performances just like I do, then we're in the same boat. Chat with you about whatever you like. You look like an outworlder. You must be new at the LAFU. You might help visit me at any time. As a worthy Cloud Knight, reliable and helpful, not bringing shame to the LAFU Cloud Knights. Don't ask me about the cultural stuff, though. I once met a few travelers who were super into Shenzhou's history and customs. They knew way more than I did. So I had to keep my mouth shut the entire time, trying to act like I knew what they were talking about. Okay. That the crisis is over, or are you still busy? Not at all. I've had quite a lot of free time lately. Can't shake the feeling that I should be doing more. I mean, I don't want to sit around and give my background from the Yao Qing. Should have played a bigger role in the recent events. And given my background. I must start gearing up for the next crisis now. Wait, scratch that. It'd be better if there were no more crises. And everyone could just live in peace and comfort. What's he doing? Is a new story by Mr. Jian? iCloud Quintet, different from the version I heard when I was little. Doesn't make up the extra details, does he? By the way, how can I help you? Our O'Malley has been through a lot. Indeed, it is a miracle. Although it's tiring, being a part of something like this gives me so much sense of achievement. Given such a warm reception every time I visit there, they see me as their hero. Ultimately, the people brought about the miracle with their own efforts. We two were, at best, the driving force behind it. Let's not be arrogant or complacent. I mean, yeah, I agree. And then one more dialogue line. I'd like to ask. Okay, that's a few more than I thought. I'll talk to Su Zhong off stream. Nope, that. There we go. Man. Cannot wait for Penacony. That's gonna be sick. Getting into that. Were you taking a photo just now? Show me the photo now. Hurry up. I've deleted the photo. I was taking pictures of the scenery, not you. Look, this is the photo I just took. Yeah, look, this is the photo I just took. After scrutinizing the photo, the unknown lady returns her phone to you with relief. The photo looks very nice. If you're good at editing photos, please help me make my face smaller. Thanks. Oh, by the way, what are you taking pictures of? I'm taking pictures of good-looking people on the Shenzhou, all genders included. Taking pictures of emotional departing scenes. It's a shame that I'm not leaving. I just came here from the Shenzhou Yaoqing. You should have taken my photo there. I've got to go. Remember to edit my photo before sending it to me. Strange girl. She did have a different, like, outfit compared to most people, so. How did it go? Did you capture any emotional parting scene? This is the emotional parting scene I captured. Parting voyage. I'll grab that one. In life, there are more partings and gatherings. Lubricant is trickling down my bionic eyes, but I don't have a tear gland. I must write a poem dedicated to this breathtaking scenery. Yay or nay? Nay, don't waste your time. Nay, this isn't what we've agreed on. Yay. Great, what kind of parting should this poem talk about? Parting of children who travel far from their parents. Parting of a couple in love. Parting of close friends. Rare is a true companion, a good friend about to depart. The separation is vast and the journey arduous, causing worry for the loneliness that will follow. The world is full of trials and tribulations. Life's myriad ways are nothing more than this. Travel on a skiff as a wandering stranger, drifting along as a divine river. Along as on a divine river. Should those who know me on the Lafu query my life, I'll say my heart is still as pure and righteous as jade. I'll say our paths shall reconvene among the stars. I'll say I'm living from hand to mouth. Stranger river. Should those who knew me on the Lafu query my life. I travel on a raft as a wandering stranger drifting. Yep. I say our paths shall reconvene among the stars. Are you sure this is what you want to write? Yes, that's it. I've engraved this poem on the Inspo Jade Abacus to commemorate the experience of today. Here you go. Now, there's only one poet, Ingenium, left. Yep, final one. Emergency, emergency! Someone saw the poetic genius Ingenium in my boat, the Spirit Time bookshop. Don't let it escape. Looks like a silly goldfish. You'll know when you see it. On my way. I should get extra for this. You need to give me some overtime pay. What's the matter? What kind of monsters have you made? Just asking them for a few lines of poetry is like a matter of life and death. Okay, time is money. It's overtime pay you want, right? Fine, you got it. Come to think of it, this one's quite impressive. Went straight to the bookstore to collect data. By the way, the person who reported this said when it... you know, honestly, I was going to pick the other option if I knew you'd be fucking yapping this much. Swaying its head while commenting on drifting clouds. What a coincidence. Heard that Miss Jingjai's ex is Guyu, the author of Drifting Clouds. That guy has a lot of influence in the literary world. If I can surpass his rhymes, I'll definitely win Jingjai's heart. This might be a foolhardy dream. You'll definitely beat him. To achieve the level of a great poet overnight is a monumental task. I won't belittle myself. My ingenious help, I'll definitely surpass him. By the way, when you get there, can you help me buy a copy of Drifting Clouds? I want to study more. Used to think the works written by my romantic rival were full of campy, lovey-dovey nonsense, so I was annoyed and didn't want to read them. But as the saying goes, know thy enemy, and thine enemies are few and far between. So for Miss Jingjai, I'm throwing caution to the wind. Buy it yourself. I'm used to it by now. Fine, I'm already used to running errands anyway. Much obliged. Graceful. Dane's Leaf line, right? Right, that's a Dane's Leaf line from Genshin? Years have passed since his departure. It seems the promised beautiful moments were but illusions. If fate allows it, we shall meet again. Yeah, that's a line from Genshin. I can't remember which character said it, though. Cool. No. Wait, are they saying he's stealing it? Beyblazers, look, it's right here. Metrical poet. Surely it's the wily calm, sent you here to crack the whip. The task at hand, a tedious slog. My duties await, hard to whip. What kind of virus did you catch? How about you hand over your inspo jade abacus, and we go our separate ways. Hey, learn some manners when you got downtime. Do you think I'm happy speaking that rhythm all the time? It's so inefficient. As an ingenium, I have no choice. My master wants me to study poetry, must read of them in spades. Poetry relies on the special rhythm of language. Only the permutations that conform it to the rhythm can be considered a poem. Master Kong has created me to master the standard of poetry. As long as your rhythm and counterpoints meet my standard, I hand over my inspo jade abacus, otherwise stop disturbing my poetry study. This is a piece of cake for me. How can you test me when you are not competent yourself? First, I'll test your rhythm. Poets often use words with the same rhythm regularly in a verse to create an artistic echo-like effect. Listen carefully. The first line is, picking chrysanthemums and drinking wine at sunset. My sleeves leave a silhouette. I have a good meal that is hard to forget. I saw a jade pillow in a luxurious kitchen. I listened to the wind rolling up the curtains. I mean, it would be silhouette or forget, right? Not bad. The sky matches with the earth, and the rain matches with the wind. The great land matches with the vast sky. The flower matches with the mountain. The red sun matches with the blue sky. Counterpoint is about contrasting or combining two terms, phrases or clauses with opposite meanings. This is not easy. Listen carefully. My line. Speech is silver. Silence is golden. Life is bittersweet. Mr. Yang is a flirt. 2 is 1 + 1. Oomph, that must be a lucky guess. Still, I approve of it. Great, I'll give you the inspo jade abacus and this drifting clouds. Not a fan of the drifting clouds, as the verses do not follow a certain pattern. Still, I must say this is a good poem that stirs my heart. Let's go and find Master Kong. Loved by the videographer, a poet from the Xianzhou Lafu. Is it that in his past life he was this poet? Because he's videographer. Ah, is that it? Is that in the past life? He was the poet that she lost, but then he reincarnated. Now he's trying to get with her, and she's like, I was with your last incarnation, and you obviously aren't the same person now that you were back then. Contains 523 untitled poems. Themes are almost all about extremely mundane things. For those who love poetry, whoever does not talk about this collection is shallow and ignorant. I mean, yeah. You can't have life without the norm, right? They mock and scoff my rigid stance they jest, yet I in turn deride their roots long lost. Your splendid deeds deserving my acclaim, I commend thee, for thou hast truly shown. Sorry, I saw the wanted poster. Hey, Blade. yeah, you're not. Don't think you're losing that wanted poster anytime soon. Have to go above. Yeah. Let's do that. Sorry. Brain rot. There. We've collected all the inspo Jade Abakai. Thanks for your hard work. Leave them to me. Yeah, he is a Vidyardhara, so is that the reason she's not taking him? She's like, yeah, I was with your past incarnation and you aren't the same person, and I don't want to be reminded of him, so please stop. Mushroom, I'll engrave the talismans in these inspo Jade Abakai into your brain so you can write the most beautiful love poem. I have reservations about this. It should be done now. Mushroom, try writing something. Give me some keywords. Kong loves Jingzai. How about that? That isn't helpful at all. Isn't Jingzai a fan of the drifting clouds? You want a love poem like that? Oh, you're right. Let me take a look at the drifting clouds. When your graceful figure blends in with the pure dance of stars, nature becomes peaceful and ordinary. Mushroom, I want something like that. Let me try. The algorithm is being generated. I offer you whatever insight my reflections may hold, whatever creativity and frankness my life. I offer you the spark of emotions that the Vidyardhara could never have. I offer you all the love I could muster that I have saved, somehow. Trailblazer, could you add one sentence for me? That love which I've been holding on to since I was born. The love that is untouched by joy, by adversities. Jingzai, I love you. Holding on to? Oh, it's referring to the Unity Lock. Even if Kiryu were here, the poem would still be written this way. Trailblazer, I'll pluck up the courage to confess to Jingzai again. Please come with me to witness it. Yeah, I have a feeling, because he said that he passed away, which probably means he reincarnated, and then this is a reincarnation. And it's like, oh, he's an inventor now, but he's trying to do poems, like his previous incarnation did. And yeah, she's like, you're not the same person. Please stop. I don't want you reminding me of him. But she hasn't talked to him about that, obviously. So go check something. Is that? No. Interesting. Okay. I thought maybe double tapping W made me sprint, which would have been interesting, but no, it doesn't. I think I just hit shift at the same time and forgot. Why are you here again? I already told you. No. I'm no longer the Kong you know. I've written the most beautiful poem for you. Please listen till the end. I was once in love with a poet, but that doesn't mean I'll like every poet I meet. Do you understand? I don't understand. Fine, just read it. I offer you whatever insight my reflections may hold, whatever creativity and frankness my life. I offer you the spark of emotions that the Vidyardhara could never have. I offer you all the love I can muster and that I have saved. Somehow, that love which I've been holding on to since I was born. This is much better than the doggerel before, but I can't feel your affection. You didn't write this, did you? I've made some poet ingenia. The poems they write are considered mine. You know what? You can have as many poems like this as you want. If you like it, I can write more for you. Thank you, but I'm sorry I can't accept this. Please go home.
Yeah. This is bad. I should check on Kong.
You must be Kong's friend. Let's catch up with Kong first.
Fucking already ran all the way over there? Yeah, I have a feeling that that what I said is true, given that he's Vidyardhara, that the poet was Vidyardhara and then passed away. You know, that reincarnated.
I failed again. Mushroom, do you have a better poem? Being a poet won't win the heart of Miss Jing's eye. Please face the music.
You don't need a poet ingenium from the start. Even if you have the best poems in the world, they won't help you.
None of what we've done so far has anything to do with Miss Jing's eye. Master, you've adopted the most expensive but least efficient solution, writing love poems for the issue of winning the heart of Miss Jing's eye. Love poems cannot replace care and communication.
Have you made the effort to understand Jing's eye? Have you just been writing poems so far?
I thought you'd fall in love with me as long as I could write the best poem in the world. You're just jealous of the poet whom she dated before, yet jealousy is a useless emotion. I don't feel like giving up yet. Can you help me again? Oh, a mushroom is not in the position to teach you things like this. Trailblazer and I will help you find out Jing's eye's preferences. You should prepare a gift that she likes and a moving speech. When an opportunity arises, you'll do another love confession.
How do you know so much about this?
When I was wandering outside, I downloaded books about romantic relationships, such as the key to a good long-life species relationship. Yet I don't have the need for love. Oh, this is depressing. Trailblazer, let's get in touch with Jing's eye's colleagues and friends. Perhaps we can gain some useful info from my master.
Reminder that this was a quest that was started by us taking down lost and found posters for a guy, and it has now spiraled into like a 30-40 minute fucking adventure.
It's you, Trailblazer. Is there something you need?
I'd like to ask you about Jing's eye.
Jing's eye, our managing diviner? As her colleague, I shouldn't comment about her in public. Jing's eye has a great personality and excels at what she does. She is an amazing colleague.
Have you heard about someone named Guyu?
Oh, I see you're interested in her love life. I've heard of him. I think he was a Vidyardhara, a poet. Jing's eye used to talk about him a lot. It is said that they are lovers not only in this life. Guyu and Jing's eye dated each other in their 2 previous lifetimes too. Everyone considers that a romantic love story.
So it just keeps repeating, and that he's trying again in this life. But she hasn't reincarnated yet, so she obviously remembers the last one.
However, this is impossible from the perspective of the Vidyardhara like us. Without consuming a special potion, there's no way we can remember our levels from our past lifetimes. Otherwise, one needs to carry something like a token during their hatching rebirth.
Yep. Like what he had. What is Jing's eye like?
She's always complains about how she needs more beautiful clothes. Well, girls will never think they have enough clothes, even if they live to be 1,000 years old.
Based. What kind of person is Jing's eye attracted to?
Didn't you ask her directly? Forget it, I understand. I'm sure many are interested in such a lovely lady like her. Still, most suitors end up being disappointed. I think you will be no exception.
I didn't say I was interested in Jing's eye. Why?
If the rumor is right, Jing's eye has gone through too many memorable relationships. To put it bluntly, she can't feel the excitement of being in a relationship anymore now. She might have a youthful look, but her soul has aged. Her heart will not flutter for anyone again.
I'll just ask her. Sure. Hey, I'm Kong's friend. Can we talk?
I see. How can I help you, Kong's friend?
Do you still love Guyu?
Oh my, you're just like Kong. You always ask me questions that make me uncomfortable from the get-go. However, I don't mind answering this once if it means you'll give up. I don't love Guyu anymore. That doesn't mean I'll accept Kong.
Why'd you ask Kong to throw away the Unity lock?
That was the lock he held in his hand when he underwent hatchery rebirth, yet that lock means nothing to me now.
Why are you so sure about that? You also have a lock like that, don't you?
Please stop bothering me.
Yep, hit the nail on the head. Why are you so sure about that? Yep, yep.
Do you have anything you like?
Do you have anything you like?
New clothes and jewelry. Still, I won't accept them if they're from Kong.
Why do you find Kong unattractive?
Kong is a great guy. Unlike his previous lifetime, he is very talented in the manufacturing of ingenia. I just won't fall in love with anybody anymore. This isn't Kong's fault. Just tell Kong when you get back. I'm busy. What do you want me to tell me?
I'd like to ask you about Jingzai.
Although I'm a diviner, I don't gossip about others.
The girl looked around. After making sure the coast was clear, she turned to you with her eyes filled with excitement, so she definitely does.
Tell me, what do you want to know?
Have you heard about someone named Guyu?
Oh, it's the poet that Jingzai dated before. I've heard of him. I heard that Jingzai had a sweet relationship with him, but she seems to be single now. Perhaps the poet has gone through hatching rebirth or fallen in love with the nether. No one is sure. No matter how happy a couple is, the relationship is bound to end up badly. Just like divination, woe is the norm. That's why I insist on staying single.
No one says that. Only people who, like myself, just have not been able to have a steady relationship say that. Oh boy. Does Jingzai have any hobbies?
It's undoubtedly writing and reciting poems. Jingzai's hobbies are quite old-fashioned. Oh, you want to know about her other hobbies? Among us, she's the most serious about her profession. When she's free, she'll do divination and predict the future. Questions she asks are mostly about her relationship, but the results are not very accurate. I'm tempted at times to give her a plaque that reads, Genius Diviner as her birthday gift.
What kind of person is Jingzai attracted to?
I've discussed this with my colleagues before. I think Jingzai's into people are unpredictable and romantic. For why? Well, it's been ages since she dated someone. I think it's been a century. She was deeply in love with Guyu, the great poet. Heard that she still keeps the Unity lock from him, as she can't move on from the relationship.
Is the lock similar to this?
I think it's the same as this one. It says, you can't expect any surprises from the things men give you. Their gifts are either tiny stones polished into unique shapes, or small cheap crafts that can be bought anywhere. A guy even wanted to gift me the right to name a star once. Oh please, once the Shenzhou sales off, can't even see the star anymore. Is she a videographer?
I don't see pointy ears, so she might just be one of the long-lived natives. I'm forgetting what they're called, right? But there's like, oh, there's the natives, there's the Vidyardhara, and the Foxians, right? So maybe that's why she's like, oh yeah, I've fallen in love with them multiple times, but I'm also, as I said, over 1,000 years old, so it's like, yeah. Maybe she just can't deal with, you know, being in a relationship and losing someone multiple times over and over. That would be pretty stinky.
Ruoye, what do you mean by that? I just want to know who Jingzai likes.
I've said 3 times, it's you, but it's not you. That's the result of my divination. I can't reveal too many details, but there's nothing wrong with this result. Oh, have you finished writing the poem?
Oh, you're back. Have you gathered any info?
No, Colin. All the information gathered, including what Jingzai wanted you to convey. Oh,
finally we've switched ears. Thank you. I see Guyu has already gone through the hatching rebirth. Still, I feel like I've missed out on something.
You're Guyu. You're him. Guyu has undergone the hatching rebirth. What Jingzai's attitude to the Unity lock?
Miss Jingzai knows you've had the Unity lock since your birth, and she hopes you will throw it away. If my guess is right.
In Kong's former life, he was Guyu. Have you thought of something?
Do you mean I was Guyu in my former life? I am the poet I've been jealous of so far. So that's what it's you, but it's not you means. Do I have evidence? Or do you have evidence?
You already have it. Take a closer look at Unity lock. Kong and you examine the beautiful lock. A phrase that read, I love Jingzai, is engraved near the keyhole. The engraving was no longer clear due to the passage of hundreds of years. After checking it repeatedly, the two of you are even more certain of what the phrase meant.
I didn't engrave the words. Was I really Gyu in my former life? Jingzai and I are fated to be together. I'm bursting with confidence now. I have to confess to her again. Let's go. Didn't you just get rejected? Jingzai turns me down again. I'll show her our love token. I'm sure she'll be surprised and curious about my identity. Let's pick a gift for her. Come and help think of what to buy. So is by to make a plaque that reads Genius Diviner. Latest Jade Abacus model. Oh, did say something surprising. She does like clothes. I mean, this would certainly... One of these two, I'm thinking. Sure. Let's do that. I believe in your taste. Let's go. Let's hope we didn't make the wrong choice. That would be, stinky.
To be fair, what would I know?
I usually just buy my friends play video games on their birthday. Or we go out to eat. I try to cover for it. I'd like to order a plaque that reads Genius Diviner. As long as you can afford it, I can even make one that reads the Unparalleled Diviner, Supreme of the Universe. I've asked her to meet me at the Starskip Haven. She seems to have something to tell me too. I must succeed this time. I have a bad feeling about this. Don't jinx it. Talent and knowledge are solid as stainless steel. Okay, right up here. I thought you would come alone, but it doesn't matter. Please forget about me, Kong. Write a poem and prepared a gift for you. Blazer, the gift. Give it to me. I almost said Traveler. Ah. Please keep us exploring. Ones all the time. This Chronicle series, when cropped, tailored using mid-length fibron, fiber nylon wool, wheat fabric, and pure silk. Ethereal and expensive. Kong, you don't get it. You're a great person, I can feel your sincerity. However, I just can't fall in love with anyone anymore. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not just anyone, I'm Gyu's reincarnation. Look, you also have a unity lock like this. You held the lock tightly in his hands before you held the lock tightly in his hands before he underwent that hatching rebirth in the moonlight. He hoped to continue his relationship with you after the reincarnation. That is just his wishful thinking, which is why I want you to throw the lock away. You are not him. He isn't related to you. You should search for your own happiness, not the shadow of someone else's joy. But I'm not pursuing Gyu's happiness. Yeah, no, he was interested in you without knowing any of that. Oh, I don't want to get your hopes up. You still have passion for love, but I don't. You'll just be a parched man dying of thirst in the desert, with me incapable of reciprocating your emotions. No matter how many times you confess in the future, I'll just keep on rejecting you. I really hope that he gives up on me. I understand, but perhaps this is the best ending for Kong. For the Vidyardra, the hatching rebirth will wash away their memory. However, for some reason, after every reincarnation of Gyu, will always find me immediately fall head over heels for me. I thought it was romantic and fun too in the beginning. It was a cloud night at some point, the diviner working with me at some other point. There was also once a poet who wrote poems for me. For Kong, it's his first time meeting me. The feelings he has for me are new, but for me, this has been my fourth reunion with him. Short-life species couples easily make promises about eternal love, but once you live long enough, you will discover how life slowly deprives you of your feelings. Well, yeah, becoming Mara-struck and all that, that's a big part of it. I used to do wild things for love too, but now love does not leave a single ripple in my heart. I don't want to lie to Kong, so I hope he can give up as early as possible. I want to hear more stories about you. I get your point, let me check on Kong. Fine, but there's nothing much to tell. You're very faithful to your lover, but your love life is pretty complicated. Just like you, short-life species, I've experienced breakups and reconciliations in my love life too. Everything has got to do with the previous incarnations of Kong. Every previous incarnation of Kong is jealous of the talent of his predecessor, while Kong is jealous of Kuyu. Kuyu was jealous of the Cloud Knight before him. I think it's time to end this absurd love cycle.
Is it because you're a long life species?
I can't say it applies to everyone. Just imagine a short life species couple. It's been together for 50 or 60 years. They might still love each other, but they won't be as enthusiastic as when they were young. Even if the relationship can last for a millennium, they will be just two people living together. Perhaps short life species are best suited to enjoy the sweetness of love.
I don't believe that. Kong's case is special.
Do you mean how he manages to find me after every reincarnation? I find it interesting too. When it happened for the first time, I thought it was very romantic and we were meant to be together. And the second time, I thought I would have no problem loving him for another 10 lifetimes. But now, I'm sorry to say that I have no feelings for him at all.
Exalted Sanctum and find Kong. Where Shinjo draws to a close, traveler like me is about to start my next adventure. You're leaving?
Been a fun few days, so I left a little gift for you,
accept a mission. And then they go, hey, you didn't finish. I mean, I'm sure just like an epilogue, so we'll do it.
Been a fun few days, so I left you a little gift and letter before I went away. Remember to pick those up from Heron Express and Exalting Sanctum.
You're leaving, where are you going next? Message failed to send. Zhongshan? Be so frosty. The end. Yeah. Just hit daily reset. What on earth is Zhongshan up to? Let me take a look at the cyclone stand. I have to go down here. Oh, you okay, buddy? I see you're with your gloomy poet.
Who would have thought that Kong was gloomy too? Don't worry about him. I'm watching over him. Just let him rest for a while and he'll be fine after. After this trifle is over, I'm better off continuing as a gloomy mushroom.
Hey, Kong.
Hi. Hi. Could you please scooch over a bit? Oh, I'm so sad.
Are you a mushroom now? Sure, how are you feeling?
You must be a kind person to show concern for a mushroom. Forget it, I'm no longer a mushroom, but please let me lie down to heal my broken heart. You're a sorrowful sigh at the end of the world, while I'm just a tiny screw. I'm at a loss, helpless in ways to mend your broken heart. Thanks, traveler, or trailblazer. Just leave me alone here. I'll feel better after some time.
Well, you sure can, because you're Kong. Will you keep trying to win her heart?
Yes, Kong won't stay depressed for long. Here's your reward. When I get over it, I'll be my usual self again.
Is there a follow-up to that? Awake, genius, and genius. I'm gonna do a quick check. To see if I have to worry about doing that tomorrow. Or in the future. Poetic. Let's see. Different achievements if you mess up the quiz versus if you get it right. Good, you know that's hard to. Okay,
different achievements. Doesn't seem like there's a follow-up one. I was just checking to see if I should look out for that. I might still have to, but we'll see. Add up. Okay. I know we have one more. Central. Yeah. Or no, that's new. Okay. Epic. I was planning for this to be a shorter stream, but yeah. Well, whatever. Did say I wanted to finish this stuff up, so I'll just keep going. Trailblazer, what are you doing here? Let me make this clear. You and your tutor better not think of persuading me into releasing some bizarre creatures this time. Don't worry, Shangzhen is gone. I'm here to collect a letter from her. What? She left? Why did she, too, leave unannounced just like my 3 buddies? Aren't they being punished? I'm not sure what happened. I was told that they were either fined or imprisoned. I thought visiting them to see how I could help. But those at the Realm Keeping Commission said that they had been taken away on bail. They were nowhere to be seen. They didn't reply to any of my messages. It was as though they had vanished into thin air. They unshackled the unshackled. I don't think they would notify you before leaving. Have they decided to leave the unshackled behind and go away? But I might do such a thing, but not Tonya or Aunt Heathman. Also, none of those who are close to them has seen them so far. By the way, that friend of yours also left me a gift here. Let me see what it is. It's some mineral water. What a thoughtful young lady. Actually, when I met you two for the first time at Skelgold's Waterscape, my intuition already told me that you two weren't cut out for this releasing business. The first time you met us, isn't she a member of the Unshackled? Huh? Who told you she was one of us? Isn't she your friend? We thought she was there to help you persuade us to let you join the Unshackled. Wasn't that the case? We didn't know her at all before she brought you there, or here. Who in the world is Shangzhen? Or who in the world is Shangzhen? Investigate. Following the instructions of Shangzhen's message, you find a letter and several small gifts. Trailblazer, I hope this letter finds you well. When you read this letter, I will no longer be aboard the Lafu. Sure, the Unshackled incident has been resolved perfectly, and the Realm Keeping Commission has given you a lot of remunerations. You may be curious about where Tonya, Benna, and Heathman have gone. Don't worry, I'm not a bad person. They're all doing well. I just unshackled them. After you left, these 3 Grandmasters Emeritus thought for a long time, and each decided to unshackle the other 2. This is really great. These 3 have been fighting for half their lives, finally reaching consensus, and I, of course, fulfilled each of their wishes. Let's wish the 3 Grandmasters all the best in their new home. This really is a great thing. These 3 prime of all souls have always looked down upon all things with a pompous attitude, imposed on everyone some self-proclaimed kindness. Now that their positions have changed, these 3 can finally experience the kindness of others and enjoy a peaceful life. For Nanan, theoretically, he should also have been unshackled, but jokes need a jokester to be told, so I'll let him stay aboard the Lafu for now. Is she a masked fool? Is she aha related? Playing pranks on them? To be honest, Trailblazer, I really like you. With your wisdom, you must have realized that something was wrong with me. But you still did so much with me until the Unshackled was turned upside down. Why? Because it was really fun for you, wasn't it? I don't know if you like this joke about unshackling, but I hope you do. I hope you can sincerely say, aha, from the bottom of your heart. Perhaps one day, we will meet again at the tavern. At that time, please allow me to buy you a martini with a topology olive, some Barnsley fractal peppers. That's my favorite. Love, Zhongshan. Yep. Masked fool. And the tavern. Raha. Yep. Hey. What did Zhongshan say in the letter? Tell the truth. Keep the truth a secret. Keep up her joke. She didn't say anything important, alas. I thought she would at least explain the whole thing to you. Well, this isn't entirely a bad thing. Now the obsessed trio isn't here, then Shackled will be off the radar. The Realm Keeping Commission, it makes my life a lot easier. The Rome King Commission. Anyway, it might be some time before the 3 benevolent ones come back. No, I'll be the only benevolent one. Maybe it's time to think about the future of the Unshackled. Please feel free to swing by and take part in our activities. Now that the microscopic faction is at the helm, there won't be any more dangerous activities like releasing beasts. Obscured pearls. Means above the ends. What was the other one? Ends above the means? Achievement we got earlier, I think. How's that looking? We're okay for now. Yeah, we'll do this guy's quest. I don't know if you'll have a follow-up again. Let me look this up. Star Rail. Continued. So it does look like there's another follow-up after this. Which means I would kind of want to time it. Or I do it closer to Daily Reset in the future. Adventure missions. Yep, that's the one we have. Did we do that one already? Is it like randomized? The herbs, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there's 2 more parts to it. This part and then 1 more. I think that because it's formatted in that way, I will do that in combination with some other adventure quests in the future. Just because, you know, I can do like another 2-hour stream doing adventure quests and then be like, okay, chill. And then, you know, maybe a few days later, a week later, do another 2-hour stream, do it then, finish it up. Cool. With that said, I'm not ending stream, but I'm now going to do the stuff I want to do about Penacony. So I'm going to put Garf up for a little bit and do that. So if you guys don't mind, just be bringing everything up. Just need to close Star Rail. Come on. There we go. And let's open Opera. Opera up, then... Come on. Just let me drag Opera over here. What are you doing? Opera, and then I'm going to look up Star Rail White Knight all bring. Yeah, every single one I think is maybe different. Diverse lyrics, yeah. Can I see Japanese and Korean? Well, yeah, I wanna see.
I'm going to click on this one and see if it has subtitles. Ta-da.
I want you to show me your fantasy.
Okay, look at JP. I'm just trying to see if there's subtitles for all of them first. That doesn't help. Cool. Fucking no subtitles for it. Okay. Can I get a list? I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm trying to be careful. Let me see if I can get a list of Star Rail. Fucking also, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Sorry, guys. Oh, I need here because I've been a little dum-dum. So there. Sorry, guys. Yep, going to the bathroom. BRB. Oh. Hi, I'm back. On the headphones. And I'll also can't find it. I'll just go with the English lyrics, right? But Star Rail YouTube channels list. Let me go to their actual channel. Also, Star Rail White Knight lyrics. Okay, that's English. That's Korean. Japanese. Just need CN now. Yeah. There we go. Don't think there's any spoilers there. Good. I think I might have grabbed all of them. I'm gonna check if they're fully translated. Okay, there are fan translations, so it won't be 100% accurate, but that's okay. Some are official, some are fan. Korean's fan, Japanese has an official one. English is obviously fine. Okay, cool. Neat. Community video, shorts, live posts. Where's the... Usually they had like, hey guys, here's all the other channels, but you're not. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm gonna close that, so that also should avoid some spoilers. Okay. Display up. Surf out of here. Cool. So let's analyze. I think I'm most familiar with the English. So let's do the others first. So, CN. So yeah, scene's there, English is there. Beyond the car window, fluid colors fill the night. Don't forget, shut your eyes, embrace the light. In this play you join, postures interweave. You join, postures interweave, like a dance. In the ending riddles, how should I perceive? Prelude of dreams supplied by memories. Covered scars still linger yesterday. Prelude supplied by memories. Obviously, right? Dreams are built on memories. So connected to the remembrance. Your wakefulness, time foresees. Waking up from the dream, take me away. Cease the shattering, let a withering subside. Indulge anew the self's meandering stride. Savor at last the taste that's ever true. In the dreams of that night, we'll meet anew. The more deceptive, the more pristine. Penacony. Dreams in slumber, despair's endless spin. With each blink, a retreat in time's cruel queue. In the dreams of that night, we'll meet anew. I have some stuff typed up already for my theory, but that's very interesting. Dreams of that night. A repeating night, or just going to Penacony, seeing someone who maybe has already dead? Maybe that's it? Oh man, okay. Maybe it's that someone is being kept alive. Well, alive, right? The memory of them is being kept alive by memories, obviously. And so they still exist in the dream, the shared dream of Penacony, but not IRL. Not not once you wake up. They're gone. They don't exist. Maybe that's what that means. Okay, and then Korean fantasy, like a long hidden dream, a galaxy with gravity excitement. And this is fan, right? It's not official for the Korean, at least right now. Galaxy of the gravity excitement, endlessly weaving ecstasy to pour out the light and leave you and me. The dream to uncover, just make your way. Come take me higher, take me away. A trip for you, just take your way, just take your way. Tick and talk will soon be ringing. Magic show, a perfect escape. Your universe will fill me up, as though spellbound. Start a flight, start a fight. I can be my own hero tonight. Scream aloud, even crazier. My universe will bloom. As though spellbound, start a flight, starts a fight. Start a fight. Come take me higher, take me away. A trip for you, just take you away. Sing with me, everyone. I can be my own hero tonight. Scream aloud, even more wildly. My universe will bloom. Spellbound, start a flight, start a fight. I can be my own hero. Scream more. Pushing the boundaries of my attitude. Even if we fall, we never go down. Yeah, the Take Me Away lyrics. Like, there's obviously some differences with, like, I can be my own hero. Oh, we never go down. The Take Me Away part really makes me think that we're trying to free or help someone escape or something. Which, again, I have a whole little thing to go over, so I'll talk about that in more detail. Official. Spill from the car, and this is for Japanese, JP. Spill from the car window, the city lights. I want to close my eyes and burn this moment into memory. The world changes when I meet you.
An unpredictable future unfolds. Memories are the lines of dreams. Scars can't be hidden. Quietly awakening, take me away. Taste the sweetness beyond fantasy, plunging continuously within. What remains in the end is the taste of eternity. Let's meet again in dreams tomorrow. Yes or no, it doesn't matter. They'll all jolt awake from the dream's end. I want to keep soaking in this dream forever, sharing sleepless nights together. Sing with me, everyone. Taste the sweetness beyond fantasy, plunging continuously within. What remains in the end is eternity. Dreams tomorrow. Yes or no, it doesn't matter. All jolt awake from the dream's end, sharing sleepless nights together. Come on, let's go. Yeah, it's so interesting because it's like, does the person want to stay in the dream? Do they only exist in the dream? Do they want the dream to end? Do they want to be taken out of the dream? I don't know. And then English. I want. I won't fucking sing it. I want you to show me your fantasy, your fantasy. No past and no future. That's what I need. That's what I need. Groove takes it over. We'll wait and see. Even I might blank out. You and I thought that dream could light our way. Take me higher, take me away. Oh, be my savior and take me away. Yeah, be my savior and take me away. Away, away, take me away. Pick and talk once more. You're hosting. You're hosting a magic show I cannot escape. Cannot escape. There's nothing else left to do. Going to the other side. Other side. I don't want to be alone tonight. Oh, whoa. Oh, leave me with your altered sign. That might relate a little bit to the tarot cards, right? With like Black Swan. What's our sign? I don't know. There's no one else left for me to lose. Yeah, it kind of makes me think, oh boy, we need to help someone. We might have the option to try or not, and will we succeed if we do help them? Will we fail? Heading to the other side. And here, to the other side, I'm assuming means out of the dream, being awake, right? Reality. Oh yeah, oh whoa, take me away. Take me higher, take me away. Whoa, just be my savior and take me away. Sing with me, everyone. I don't want to be alone tonight. Bring me to the other side. There's no one else left for me to lose, right? I think I could have sworn there was one that was like, there's nothing else left for me to, yeah, nothing else left for me to do. No one else left for me to lose. Like someone has been here for so long, they've just done everything in the dream that is Penacony. And it's like, I've been here for so long, I want to get out, I want to be free. Going to the other side. Don't want to be alone tonight. I'll bring you my best disguise. Because I don't need to know the truth. I'll be Ray forever in your life. Yeah, no, I think there's so many hints in there to some of the plot and main story points in Penacony. It makes me so interested. Anyway, closing that. Here's my predictions for Penacony. A little bit. I mainly focus on the main stuff. And I don't want to talk about like the rumor I heard like 2 months ago, which is probably going to be true. I don't want to talk about that because you know, I don't want to spoil shit for people. All I'll say is in the White Knight video that they released at the 2.0 stream, the only hint I'll give to what I know is that it has to do with Kellers. That's it. You can go off from there. If you can guess it based off of Kellers, you can guess and make a theory. That might be right. Probably will. But that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil shit. Okay. Right. So what I want to talk about. So in Impact, they're in the final act of part 1, right? There's this really big emphasis on like humanity as a whole, moving on from childhood, their dreams, and like going beyond childhood, becoming adults, right? Sort of maturing. And again, humanity as a whole, right? And they really hammer home the idea that
Yeah, dreams are nice. We can live in a dream for a while. Dreams are pretty cool. But everyone will eventually want to move on to reality. They'll want to improve their real life. They won't want to stay in a dream forever. Right? They want to make impacts. They want to change. They want to make their dreams become reality. Yeah. So that's kind of what I was getting at there. I think that's going to be part of Penacony is either people still in the dream maybe don't want to be there, or just people in general, going like, yeah, it's nice to come here for a vacation, but you need to wake up, you need to face real life. Right. So Penacony lore, which is some stuff which I think we knew from before, right? Penacony, and I think they mentioned on stream, right? Oh yeah, it's a hotel that used to be a prison until the Stellaron came around, the Stellaron disaster, and it's like, okay, Stellaron, right? So Penacony is a former prison till the Stellaron disaster. Is the Stellaron still there? And is it powering the dreamscape of Penacony? Is it powering the shared dream that everyone's in? And is that why there's still those like hidden dangers and something unto death and stuff like that? It's like there's sinister undertones to it. Yep, former prison. Any former prisoners still there of choice are trapped. Yeah. So when the disaster happened, it's like, did all the prisoners get out? Did they become freed? Or did, because IPC used to keep them there, or did just like almost or all of them die? And there's only like one left who's just like, hey, everyone I knew, all my friends are dead. I'm stuck in this dream of Penacony. And that relates to the lyrics. White Knight, yeah. Pun for White Knight. Are we the White Knight? For the character, whoever's singing to us, right? Magic show I cannot escape, yeah. It really does feel like someone's stuck in Penacony, stuck in the dream, and wants to get out, wants to be free, wants to live. Someone talking to Trailblazer. And it's like, that's so interesting. It's really interesting because, again, it's not, we're not going to Penacony for a disaster like the other places, right? We're going there on invitation, for a vacation. But it's like our main thing, instead of like, oh, we're solving a crisis. It's no, we're getting attached and we're trying to help one person. And are we going to be able to save her or not? I say her, because obviously that leads to my next theory. Is Firefly the one trapped? Given the focus on her in the trailer, we hang out with her a lot. And there was, I think, the Tatilov one, we hang on a lot with her in there. And I'm like, she's getting a ton of screen time. Right, so given the focus, and will we decide to help her or not, get to know her, and I think there will be a revelation of some kind. I don't know what's that going to be, but I do think after a while she's going to be like, hey, and then drop a bomb on us, and we're going to be like, okay, what do I do with this information? And then, are we going to be able to do something? Are we going to be able to help or not? Will we succeed? Will we fail? And then Everflame mentioned, of course, in their teaser, assigned were they assigned or as a representative each to take out who are visiting Penacony, right? Adventuring for it'd be adventuring for preservation, Sparkle for like Aha, Black Swan for remembrance, so on and so forth. And they talk about the harmony as well, which is probably going to be like Robin / Sunday, Acheron, right, for Hunt. But yeah, are they trying to take out like, oh yeah, you're not obviously going to take out an entire organization, right? Not taking out the Galaxy Rangers, not taking out each of those whole groups, the IPC, but it's like, oh, but you're going to bloody their nose. You're going to take out who they're sending there, right? So yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I can bring it up, right? Mentions factions, yeah. Can't take out an entire organization alone. Yeah, they're not at that power level. I can bring up a new browser and check. It's Star Rail, Everflame, and check. Like teaser. Let's hope that fucking YouTube does not fuck us with
Penacony,
spoilers.
planet of festivities.
Sorry if
A
anything
cradle
fucking.
drowning in dreams. I hate
Yay, YouTube, I love. Okay, I didn't see anything. All I said was like spending more or less money. But if you guys saw anything, I fucking apologize because fucking YouTube, son of a bitch. Isn't it epic, guys? Isn't it epic if we recommend you spoilers? Actually, Harmony, yeah. So Harmony, obviously, I think Robin and Sunday are the immediate representatives I think of. Main the elation. Right, aha. Yep. So Sparkle. Performer. Do you think that's sort of the role she puts her as? And then this is preservation. Right. Yeah, so that would be adventuring. Something more to teach you. Penacony's midnight hour. All they hold dear. Which, of course, a midnight hour is the start of a new day. And Penacony is all about, no, we're staying in the night. We're staying, it's, it's the dream. It's the nightlife. But the remembrance is tomb. Right, so that's why I said Black Swan. Because, yeah, are they targeting them specifically? And I think that's everyone, right? Yeah, then that's all of them, and then the cool character designs. Okay, well, I am now going to end off the stream there. So, thank you guys for coming on by and checking it out, and thank you for sticking around for the adventure missions and stuff. But, yeah, this list right here is my predictions for what's going to happen, or some of the plot points, and like the general theme, I think, of what's going on. But yeah, obviously comment non-spoilers down below since I haven't done the main story yet. And tell me what you think. Just shrug or go like, but if I got anything right or wrong, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I'm very excited. I'm very hyped to get into it, and I'll do it as soon as I have the time, basically, because I do want to do it all one stream, and from what I'm seeing, it might be around a 6 to 7 hour stream, so I need to get a whole night, basically, set aside. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm looking forward to it. I want to do it a lot, and that's probably the next stream you'll see from me. So anyway, thank you guys for coming on by. Thank you again. I hope you guys have a great day, night, or whatever time it is for you. Love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. See you guys. Bye-bye. Oh. Also, I did not need to do that. I could have just moved my mouse over instead of tabbing over. Oopsie. I'm a real dumbass. Fuck me. But good night. See you guys later. Ooh.